What is up, everybody? NC.
JC and
We are back with some Raw, some Attitude Era Raw. It's been a little
That's right.
bit. So, yeah, here we are.
covering
Been
the
wa-
Attitude Era, the good old Attitude Era when wrestling was good and when you could, look forward to wrestling kicking ass, back in the good old days.
For
All
real,
right.
man.
So now start out with Stone Cold Steve Austin walking into the arena.
I just sent you a text when you get a chance.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
All right.
Oh, got you, yeah.
All right. And this is what I miss, I miss guys like this. This is why they really should bring Enzo back, because I know people wouldn't like the comparison, but he's a great on-the-spot type of guy, and Stone
Yeah.
Cold was always a great on-the-spot type of promo.
No, he was. And that's the thing with good promos is like, don't worry about it being perfect. Worry about it being entertaining.
Absolutely. That's the way to do it. All right. Just look at this intro.
All right.
Testosterone, aggression,
Right.
adrenaline, just kick ass.
Explosions and people running and helicopters and missiles.
I look at like something was wrong with you if you didn't want to power bomb somebody after watching this.
Oh, I know, right? This is the good old days. This is when, and here's the thing, like, wrestling can still be like this. There's no
Yes.
excuse for AEW or TNA to not be like this.
Absolutely. Well, that's
None.
what really bugs me is that, so many people now have pointed out, even smart podcasters have pointed out that, dude, just go back to what works. You
Right.
know what works, especially that's what frustrates us the most about Triple H. This guy claims he was like the king of the Attitude Era if he's rewriting history. He's like, oh, I made
I know.
DX, I made the Montreal Screwjob, I made 9/11, just all this just stupid shit, all these lies. If that's the case, man, how come you can't deliver a show like you did in the past? How come you can't deliver it? Because at one time, he was on Creative. Back in what, 2002? He knows what it's like to be part of at least making a good show. What's the deal?
The deal is that, like, I don't think well, it's one thing to know, it's another thing to actually be able to do it. You know what I mean? It's like, I think he knows what works, but he just doesn't want to do it, and there's not enough pressure yet. And even if there is, man, I think if pressure could put on a better product, but you're still going to be getting what you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, you got to look at it like this. I mean, the hit piece that he did on Road Dogg, at the time we were looking at it like, yo, that's fucked up, but Road Dogg's a dumbass, so he kind of deserves it. But at the same time, you got to look at it too, like, maybe this was Triple H's plan in the long run. Like, kind of, let's get conspiratorial here. Maybe this was his plan in the long run. Get TNA ready for a sale and send his buddy Road Dogg down there to get it all set.
I mean, yeah, because it does look a bit fishy that you got Road Dogg now down there. Or, well, I mean, according to the rumors, apparently he's going to be at Slammiversary. And there's people saying there's like a high likelihood that he's going to be meeting for a position on the creative team. So, like that to me right there, it just shows that they're going to be bringing him in. They're going to be bringing him in. Carlos Silva doesn't know any better. But maybe, like what you said, maybe it's not up to Carlos Silva. Maybe it's up to WWE and what they want. And they could be creating a TNA that would be compatible with what they want. So,
It could happen. I just look
Yeah,
at
it
it
could.
like everybody backstage right now, a lot of people in TNA, they want Road Dogg over. Like AJ Francis is like, dude, he was behind Hit Row. I'm 100% behind him. Let's get him in. He's like, I even recommended him to Carlos Silva a couple months ago. So, dude, there's a couple people in TNA. In fact, I think a good group of people that are rooting for Road Dogg. I think it's going to happen. In fact, I think they're going to put him on TV on Slammiversary because they're marks. They're going to flat out put Road Dogg on TV and make him part of some storyline, knowing them.
well, the thing with Road Dogg is he's a good personality on TV. He's just not a good booker. Like that's the thing. It's like he'll be like I guess in that regard he'd be an improvement over Tommy Dreamer because at least he's better than Tommy Dreamer as a promo and as an actor and just generally overall being entertaining. But I think the problem with it is that it's going to be the same product. Like it's not going to be fundamentally different in any way. It's just going to be long matches, a bunch of goofy bullshit, and still not doing any sexy things to the women there. I mean, and that's the thing, man. It's like they got. If you really want to stand out, you gotta you got to produce a different product than everybody else, because that's what everybody else is doing. And that's the thing too. We could talk about OVW, and I just to kind of what's that?
It's just with OVW, man. I just don't see the big fucking deal. Like OVW is a fucking garbage shitbag fed, and then making a developmental deal with TNA. You were even saying it's like, dude, what are we gonna get out of it, J-Rod? That's it, Well,
that's the thing is, like last night, I wanted to just confirm. I wanted to just verify were my assumptions of the product, were my assessment of the product, was it correct? And I can pretty much say that if I were to describe OVW, here's what it is. It's a bunch of random who gives a fuck matches, a lot of goofy bullshit. There are some good things and some good talents, but there are some good promos in OVW, don't get me wrong, but they're few and far between, and the show itself is just littered with the same 3 commercials over and over and over again. So if this is the great creative mind of Al Snow, it's not going to give you all it's going to give you. Here's what veteran pro wrestlers give you. They give you televised house shows. That's all they know.
Oh, but the wrestlers, they gotta get their reps in. They gotta get their reps in or else they're gonna get injured. They need more house shows. They need more indie shows.
Great. Have the indie shows. Have the house shows. Don't turn the TV shows into a televised house show. Like, let the TV show be the TV show.
That's the most frustrating thing, because we come from a background of watching this right now. And what happened back in the day? I know it's a completely different structure right now, because pay-per-views have been diluted. They don't mean anything anymore. But back in the day, the TV show was meant to sell you on the pay-per-view. So you spent $30, $40, $50 to see this, to see the payoff, to see the match. The segments led to that. Even like the little 5-minute, 8-minute matches kind of led to that. Like what we're watching right now was Ken Shamrock versus Farouk. And this was, during the Nation of Domination's run. Very successful run in WWE. A lot of people forget about how powerful of a heel stable they were. But Farouk was a great leader, great promo, big powerhouse, former NWA world champion, and Shamrock as well. I guess that's what they have in common. So, yep, 2 badasses here in the ring right now. I miss having men like this in the ring.
I mean, wrestlers that actually look like men, Yeah. I mean, you look at a lot of wrestlers now, man, they just don't look the part. But yeah, well, and even the thing with the Attitude Era, it's like the one negative I guess I could say about it is that if you tried to do it today, I think you would have to do it with a faster pace, because I think a lot of the pacing in the Attitude Era can get slow from time to time.
Sure.
Like this right now, it's like this match. Like, why am I watching it? What's the point of it? I think with wrestling today, you've got to have that in-depth character building, storytelling. You got to bring people into the world of the characters, and I feel like that's what like no wrestling company does well.
Well, the problem is that if they try to do it, it gets too campy and goofy, because we've seen character building done in other companies before,
sure.
whether it be TNA, Chikara, WOW, just usually the goofier companies, even JCW. We've seen character building done in all these companies, but our whole point is we've never seen it done on a big stage. And that's what we want to see it on. We want to see a budget behind it. We want to see big financial backing behind it. Even Lucha Underground, it came close to what we wanted, but then it got goofy. They don't know how to do it. And the reason why I state Lucha Underground, because you were talking the other day about how AMC really needs to bring in prestige writers. Lucha Underground was one of those companies that had that in mind in the beginning, They were going for that glossy cinematic TV show over a pro wrestling promotion first, which is great. Yeah. That's what we want. But then, as you could see over time, it got too marky, it got too goofy, and I think shit started to slip away from the studios, and I think it started to go towards the wrestling writers. And whenever that happens, like you said with these veteran mark bookers, this is what we get, man. So,
well, the issue with the writers is the people say, yeah, but the writers are in WWE and they're doing a shitty job. Okay, the problem with it is that these writers report to Triple H. These writers were reporting to an 80-something or a late 70s Vince McMahon who was wildly out of touch. These writers report to Mark Bookers. Like, that's the problem, is like these writers are not allowed to be writers. They're having to report to these people, these old veteran dipshits that are out of touch, don't know what they're doing, they have no concept of other than make wrestling a televised house show. And that's why you look at every promotion. That's what they all are. in some form or fashion, that's what they all are. So for people to say, yeah, but you got different flavors of wrestling, it's all different flavors of the same. It's all like different brands of the same ice cream flavor. You know, one's Breyers, one's Haagen-Dazs, one's Baskin Robbins, but it's all ice cream. It's all the same flavor of ice cream at the end of the day.
Oh no, for sure. Well, it's like back in the day, you got to think about that they had a very creative, good comedian in Patrice.
Sure.
Why didn't we see any of his awesome comedy on TV? Because of the fucking writing system. It doesn't matter if it's Vince or Triple H.
Right.
It doesn't matter. He's going to make sure that, okay, I don't like this joke on TV. It's not up my alley. Same thing goes for Triple H. But with Triple H, it's a lot worse because there's no sense of humor. It's just all a serious, stupid wrestling show. And any sort of sense of humor that you see in the modern day wrestling is usually because of Bruce Pritchard. He's the one funny bone, the one thing keeping WWE from really becoming completely sterilized. And I'll give him credit for that, even though he has gotten goofier and out of touch over the years. That said, Bruce Pritchard, I guess, is the one saving grace of some sort on the modern writing team. And that's not even saying much.
No, it's really not saying much. And that's the issue, is that that's what you that's the hope right now in WWE, is that if you fire Triple H, you get 60-something-year-old Bruce Pritchard who takes over. You know, like that's
not a bad filter, though. I'll give him credit. I think he'd be a good filter.
It's better.
Yeah,
it's better. Yeah, I'll say that. It is better, but yeah.
For sure. So, and that's what we're trying to get at here, is we're not trying to be stale on wrestling, because there's so many people that are just now putting out videos. Why is wrestling so boring? Why does wrestling suck? And we're like, dude, we started out our career with NXT sucks, you know. That was our very first video series that we started off. We tried to let people know what, like 7-8 years ago, a while ago, we tried to let people know, hey, wrestling, if it goes towards this rate that it's on, if it goes in this direction, and you listen to these fans that like this shit NXT, the ratings are going to drop. We told everybody before anybody else. We were really trendsetters when it came to that. We tried to let them know, if you do this match mark bullshit, you put it on the main stage, you put Triple H in NXT, and you put him on the main roster, this is what you're going to get. We tried to warn them, they don't want to listen, and now they're just repeating what we said this year, fucking 7 years ago.
Well,
this is what they do, man.
And that's the thing, is like, that's the thing with us here at TWRP, is that, like, we'll just be honest with you. We're not here to do a grift. If I like something in particular that people like or don't like, I'm going to say it, because it's just what I like and or it's maybe what I don't like. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. And so like that and same thing with my brother, is like, we're just going to be honest, right? So that's the thing, is that, like, we've been right about this shit for years, man. Way before everybody else. And so, like, that's the one thing about us, is that, like, when you come here, you watch our stuff, hopefully we're entertaining you guys, but the one thing you can count on is that we're being honest with you with how we feel, and we're usually ahead of the curve when it comes to, like, I mean, look at JD from New York. Look at everything that we've been saying about pro wrestling and what it needed to be for years. Now he's catching up to speed. But I'm using him as an example. We have been saying this for fucking years. You can trust us. And hopefully we're entertaining you guys. And so right now we're watching squealy old Jim Cornette. Goddamn.
But dude, like, even Meatwad was saying stuff like that too.
Yeah.
You got everybody saying that type of shit. Just Prime, I just want to say thank you for all the impressions. We'll get you later, man. Appreciate you. Emma Garza said, I doubt Liv is winning Queen of the Ring, but if she does, the Smarks will lose it.
That'd be funny. That'd be great.
I don't know. I don't think Liv is going to win the Queen of the Ring. I think what it's looking at right now for Queen of the Ring, it's going to be Io Sky. And for the male King of the Ring, it's either going to be Jey Uso or Obafemi, with me leaning towards Jey Uso just so Triple H can piss off the internet. We'll see what happens, though.
Well, the thing with it is that, like, you can have Jey Uso win and then set up something with, like, Roman and Oba. It's like a feud to carry. Yeah, it would overlap with the Brock thing at SummerSlam, but it could still carry on throughout the fall, into the winter, into maybe even into WrestleMania. This could be like a long-term building feud between Oba and Roman, and I think it could work. I think it could get people interested. Indeed. So, I mean, like, that's what I would do, is I would have the Bloodline get involved in that match, and you start it there. So,
Oh, this is such a Cornette jack-off match.
God,
He's introducing Barry Windham versus Jeff Jarrett on a fucking Monday Night Raw. So he's already fucking pre-cumming in his pants right now at these two Southern legends fucking grappling on a Monday Night Raw.
You get Jeff Jarrett coming out in this like fucking, New Mexico coat that he's fucking wearing.
It's literally like a New Mexican flag that he made in his some like fucking the Invader Zim jacket. It looks like shit.
Right. No, it really does. Now he's doing the Ric Flair strut. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett, man, he used to be a fucking goofball. Now, not as goofy as like the light up Jeff Jarrett, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh no, our favorite, at least my favorite, was Slapnuts. I think that was the best version of Jeff Jarrett. Yeah. And he should go back to that, just randomly smashing people in the head with guitars. It was great, Yes. But yeah, as you can hear in the background, you got Jim Cornette squealing in delight over these two lumpy Southern bastards clashing in a Raw. This is amazing to him.
It's amazing. I've seen him dominate, man, like Ric Flair.
Oh, especially next to Jim Ross, dude. He's having a Kentucky Fried Boner right now.
Raging. Okay, so are there any ratings news?
Usually, what is it? Thirst and Post on today, if there are some. So, and while you're doing that though, I just want to say, Tran High, we got your impressions. We'll get them later on in the show for sure. And I just want to promote our show tomorrow on Rumble at 5:00 PST. Make sure you join us. We're bringing back WFBI. We're going to be nailing these fucking fans for how stupid they are. They deserve it. They're going to get
on
it.
Rumble. It's going to be on Rumble exclusive. So
5:00
tomorrow, right?
5:00 PST on Rumble. Our Rumble channel, Technical Work Rate Productions. Go ahead and sign up if you haven't. Join us. It will be fun. So, yes, tomorrow at 5. All right.
So I got some ratings. All right. So Collision went down. They got 350,000 viewers for the last Collision on June 20th. Wait, that doesn't make what? Yeah. Okay. What? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then SmackDown went up 1.9 or what? Sorry, 1.191 million. So 1,191,000. So, I mean, still in the danger zone. Not that great, but it did go up. So there's that.
True. Worst Channel was asking about the blasphemy. He said, even if Jesus Christ was in the ring, I'd run it back. Yeet. That's and right. that just pissed me off after he said that. I was like, dude, you're a fucking douchebag. So yeah, no, he's a scumbag.
I think he's a scumbag, but moreover, I just think he's just really, really, really stupid.
For sure. No, absolutely. Yeah, he's a dumb motherfucker to begin with, and then he just drank himself even more retarded. That's the thing, is like when you already start off as a dumbass and then you just make drinking your life, you're asking to be clinically retarded at that point. And I think that's where he's at. He needs to be in the Betty Ford clinic with a helmet on. That's what he needs to do right now.
He needs to take care of his life, man. Just get his life together, do the right thing. But I don't think he is. No. Yeah, this is a thing about the Attitude Era that should be talked about. It's like there were times where it was very helter-skelter. Like you would get like one show where it's very match dominated, and then you'd get other shows that were like excellent storytelling, and then you get shows that were a mix. So like I think this show is a mix, but man, they're really match marking the fuck out of this show so far.
Well, and this was before I believe Vince Russo really stepped in. This was at the beginning of '98. I want to say he stepped in the spring. So it's still before he really had active creative input. So what you see right now for creative, I hate to say it, this is Pat Patterson, Bruce Pritchard, Vince McMahon, and Jim Cornette. Yeah. So that's why you're seeing what you're seeing. And yeah, it's whatever. I didn't keep that in mind. I just wanted to put on a random Raw. We'll go more Russo related next time around. But yeah, I just wanted to show you just what they had back in the day, and they still had big ass crowds. Like you look at this arena packed to the fucking brim. You look at what they have for SmackDown over in the O2 Arena. It's literally an AEW crowd, L-shaped. The other half, empty L. That's what it is. It literally is in the shape of an L. That's all they could do. And you watch on the other side, nothing but empty seats. We'll show you on the news, but damn, dude. It goes to show you when London, one of their biggest markets, can't even come close to a half a sellout. Wow. That is really fucking bad.
I mean, it's. I just think the London market's drying up. I think it's drying up, man. And I mean, it
Yeah.
sucks because like the London fans, I mean, all the fans that are all around the world deserve better wrestling, but it's like, can we give them better wrestling shows than the fucking, shit that WWE and AEW has been giving them?
Well, this is what Triple H figures, is he figures that the UK and Europe is filled with mostly smarks,
Right.
motherfuckers that just want long bell-to-bell bangers for 30 minutes. This is awesome. Just Stone Cold just interrupt every match and just Stone Cold stunnering everybody.
That's cool.
That's the one cool thing. I think maybe Vince was like, too many boring matches. That's Stone Cold. Just go out and just fucking just stun people. Yeah. And good. That's what he should do. So at least Vince is trying to prevent this from... Well, Vince is trying to prevent this from becoming just another boring-ass Cornette Pritchard show. So I get it.
Yeah, well, and you still see the old WWF logo on the announce table, so there you go. But yeah, so like that's the thing is like at least back then they knew, okay, if these matches are dragging on, we gotta get the crowd going again.
That's
at least
why
they cared.
Well, and that's why 3-minute warning came in. Well, like when they brought in Eric Bischoff with the Samoan Gangsta Party, I was like, this is awesome. Because this is what we need more often. You don't entertain in 3 minutes, you get boos from the crowd. Bring out the 2 fucking huge Samoan guys just to wreck them. I love that.
No, absolutely. Bring out the huge Samoan. I mean, just wreck shop.
Yes.
Like, I don't know why they're not doing that. Well, laziness probably, yeah.
Right. Well, that's the thing, too, is you could have, you don't even need 2 guys. Just bring out Omos and have Omos come out and just fucking powerbomb motherfuckers. It'd be awesome. Choke slam them. It'd be great.
Would be.
MM Garza was saying, literally, no one watches wrestling around me. Everyone at my work, Home Depot, is talking about the World Cup. Well, you got to understand that most people are normies, and normies only want to talk about popular things. Only what's trending at the top of their viral Twitter or Instagram. That's what they want to talk about. They don't care about talking about pro wrestling, something so fucking niche and just watched by nobody, really. And it's become the point, too, where like pro wrestling, it's really bringing in the dredges of society. And most of people that know about pro wrestling fans are catching on. They're like, wow, pro wrestling fans are getting creepier, weirder, and uglier. It's like nothing against it. I'm sure we got some dudes in here who can do well, but it's like, nah, for the most part, dude, pro wrestling, the fan base is filled with the dredges of society. Just the worst fucking people you could possibly imagine. And they get more liberal, more dumber, more toxic and more caustic as the time goes on. There's some, like, trust me, I cannot wait for tomorrow because it's like, it's an open invitation for us to just really rip into these fucking dorks because nobody ever does. They just let them be retarded. I think every once in a while you got to let them know how retarded they are. Just saying.
If you do it on YouTube, they'll abuse the system, Oh
yeah. Yep. Multi-flag it. But yeah, the World Cup is it's boring as shit.
Son coming out to the ring.
Yeah, looking good. Okay, so what do you think about the stupid World Cup rumor? This Brazilian psychic, she's got over 30 million followers, and she was saying that one of the soccer players is going to get abducted in Miami. Said it was supposed to happen at 3:45 p.m., never fucking happened. So she's probably going to lose a lot of credibility after this. It's like when I heard that whole World Cup abduction rumor, I was like, nah, they would never be that brazen about it. And if anything, they'd probably do it at the White House. They wouldn't do it at some fucking random World Cup game over in Miami. Come on.
Nah, there's not going to be an alien abduction at the frickin' World Cup. I mean, if the aliens are abducting people at the World Cup, these aliens... Nah, they're not right. They're screwed up in the head. So no, I mean, if you're gonna do anything like that, do it on the White House lawn. Like get the whole world talking if you're gonna make a message like that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's all BS.
I think it's just gonna play out like the movies. I think we might see something like Mars Attacks. I don't think like where presidents are getting zapped or anything like that and they wage war on people, but you could see something very public with like the president going and meeting with these people, shaking hands and making them out to be friendly. Just saying. I mean, look how many AI videos we're seeing now of the Nordics visiting and meeting with Donald Trump. It's like, how come we never saw these videos so many years ago?
Right. Well, and the thing too is like, think about it like this, with all this going around social media, what is it doing? It's conditioning the public to where if it actually does happen, there's not as much of a freak out.
Well, and keep in mind, true, but keep in mind, too, for the longest time, what did most people think about when they thought about aliens? They thought about Grace with the big eyes, big heads, spindly bodies. And then they got introduced to reptilians, and they're like, whoa, these are like reptile creatures that are tall and fucking walk like humans and they're crazy. Okay, there's those. And now, what do they have? The Nordics. It's only a matter of time before they start talking about the bug people, the cat people, the dog people, all the... Trust me, it gets weird. It's only a matter of time. Just the fact that the White House disclosed 4 different alien races. They haven't talked about the bug people yet. Give it time.
Oh, yeah, give it time. Well, and the thing, too, is like with the Nordics, it's like if you're going to have an alien species come down to Earth, I think the one that's going to get the less freak out are ones that are going to look like us. So the Nordics,
Yeah,
I think if they come down and they publicly announce, hey, we're aliens from another world and, we're going to give you our technology and we're going to tell you about the universe, there'd be much less of a freak out from them as opposed to the reptilians. Like there would be an absolute, oh my God, pant-shitting fear. Freak out over that.
And they know that, and they get off of that for the fear. They know that their appearance can be enough to cause somebody to have extreme fear, and they can feed off of that. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right about that. And the Nordics, they're going to be the most accessible. Just the one thing I could say is please use something for their voices, because I'm not sure if anybody has ever heard what they talk like, but every description I've heard, they literally sound like talking dogs. Like, so just saying.
Talking dogs.
Yes.
I mean, hey, that's another option. Is like, okay, if you can't do, humanoid aliens, go with like talking dog aliens. There you go.
That's what. Well, if you're gonna get people behind all this shit, get some fucking I don't know, some of the dog people and the Lyrians on your side. Because people love cats and dogs.
They do, man. And that's the thing. It's like that's another way to do it too. So it's like I think they've got plans in motion. They're gonna be. I think we will see aliens come down sometime in the future. I'm not going to say it's this year or next year, but it could be very, very soon. It could be within the next 10 years. It could be within the next 20 years. It could be within the next 50 years. I don't know. But with what you're being allowed to see now and conditioned for, I think it's sooner rather than later, in my opinion.
Disclosure Day, man. Steven Spielberg saying Christians will question the religion afterwards. Well, why wouldn't Muslims question the religion? Why wouldn't Buddhists question the religion? Why would only Christians question the religion? Just makes me think.
Well, yeah, it's almost like it's one-sided. It's almost like there's an agenda there,
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. It came down to what the public wanted, and most of the public wanted Trump just because Biden and Kamala were just doing such a terrible job. A lot of it had to do with Kamala's big-ass mouth. I'll be perfectly honest. She did not have anybody working for her writing good scripts because she was going out there and making a fool out of herself. She might have beat Trump if she had a squeaky clean PR and good speaking skills. But the more stupid shit she said, they're like, wow, she's actually dumber than Biden. People found that out. They got tripped out, just saying.
No, they did, and they're doing a whole thing. I don't know if people are seeing that Hillary Clinton is making the rounds again, right as the elections are about, or as the Democratic nominations are about to start. I'm saying, don't be surprised if they don't put Hillary, or if they put Hillary Clinton. Don't be surprised.
Right. Oh, speaking of, I'm not sure if you saw the picture. I'll show you on the news. But Becky Lynch was bragging about going to Obama Burger and getting Supermax, whatever those are. I'm guessing Seth probably got the Michelle dog. He loves those. So, yeah.
In every hole. Yeah.
In every hole. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. This is what we're talking about. It's just random tag team matches like the Harris brothers versus Don Callis's group of militarized jobbers. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, this is what not to do when you're booking wrestling. Don't just book a bunch of random matches. You need to base your show around the main plot, and then fast pace. Go back to the main plot, build on it. Like in this is not Russo writing, in my opinion.
No, well, a lot of it is what I said before. This is Jim Cornette, Pat Patterson, Bruce Pritchard, and Vince McMahon. This is the type of product they deliver when they're together. And this is a hard problem for me, of wanting Vince McMahon back in a position of wrestling. Because Vince by himself, he's not a great booker. No. He's above average. I'll give him that. He's good at creating characters. I think that's what he excels at. He's a very good character creator. Knows money when he sees it, knows how to get behind marketable people. I'll give him that. But if you really want to give him his flowers, you got to give it to Ed Ferrara. You got to give it to Vince Russo.
You do.
They're the ones that actually made wrestling where it's at, in our head, as the best form of entertainment around at one time. They're the ones that did it. Vince by himself, I'm sorry, and especially an old Vince, man. I know most people are saying, shit, anybody but Triple H. I don't know, man. He's almost 80. It's just saying. It's like putting Donald Trump. It'd be like putting Donald Trump in the head of WWE. Nobody wants to see that.
Well, but the thing about if I were to push back, the one benefit I think you would get from that is a return to the NXT 2.0 way of doing things in terms of talent. Like, I think there would be more of a return to that under Vince. So I guess that would be better. But the creative itself would still be goofy. It would still be, what's the way to put it? Mercurial. Like, it would be just all over the place. Yeah, I agree, man. I just think Vince McMahon is not the way to make wrestling mainstream popular again. I think the way to do that is you gotta find people that are passionate, creative, and can benefit. Like, not to sound too egotistical, man, but like, let's throw our names in there, man. Fuck it.
Oh, like, no, for sure.
Could we do worse than Al Snow or Tommy Dreamer? No.
Well, the thing that separates us from every modern booker out there, and we prove it consistently on just about every one of our shows that we do live. I don't have a notepad in front of me, neither does my brother. We come up with creative booking decisions on the spot for everybody. And that's our whole thing. Like, that's why I've always given so much praise to Ed Ferrara and Vince Russo. Absolutely. Is they made you care about the jobbers. They made you care about Kai and Tai. Mm-hmm. You would never give a shit about Kai and Tai if it weren't for Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara writing them the way they did and putting them in a feud with Val Venus. You wouldn't give a fuck about D'Lo Brown. You wouldn't care about the headbangers. You wouldn't care about Darren Drozdoff. You do, and you did, because of writers like that. They gave you something to care about, man. And that's what it frustrates me that we've gotten away from that. Just even making bit players, mid-carders, bottom rungers mean something. We need to bring that back.
We do, and the only way you're going to get that back is when you get people on the creative teams of some company that is passionate and talented and creative. Like, that's what it needs. And so, like, it's great to have Vince Russo, but like, we need more Vince Russos is what I'm saying. It's like, it's great that he's in JCW, but like, just one Vince Russo is not enough. We need 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 Vince Russos out there to help in these companies. Because what we got now, it ain't working, man.
And even Russo right now, don't get me wrong, he's great, but he's not what he used to be. We're dealing with a diluted Vince Russo, and he's dealing with a very small financial budget. He doesn't have the big money that he had with WWE. Would it be different if he was in WWE? Possibly. He might be delivering some of the best storylines we could possibly see on TV. But you have to admit that even the best, like Vince Russo, like Vince McMahon, they get worse with age, man. That's how it goes.
Well, I mean, and like Vince is like in his 60s now. Now, granted, that's not to say that JCW isn't entertaining and isn't really the best wrestling company around, because it is. That's a fact. What I'm saying is that it's for the wrestling business to get to where it needs to be, to where it should be. You got to have Vince Russos in every company. You got to have a Vince Russo in JCW and TNA and WWE and AEW and NWA, all over the place. It can't just be televised house shows with a bunch of goofy bullshit. It's got to be outrageous, over the top, must see. Oh my God, I can't believe they did that, with episodic storytelling and prestige drama infused into it. That's
bro. They're literally staring at China's tits right now. Literally, what you're talking about, synchronicity. I love it. Oh, I miss this shit.
They're talking about China's boob job. All right, there you go.
Sick. This is great. And Triple H. I made sure that you got bigger titties so I could try to stick my 3-inch winner between them, but it still won't fit.
He was at the plastic surgeon, like,
no, more. I said more.
You can see why he grew the giant beard, because with the clean-shaven face, it's just all you see is nose and hair. It's like the thing if he had a giant nose,
He just looks like a bird. It looks like a caveman if he like fucked a bird, and like the baby of a caveman and a bird is Triple H. You got the big beak and the fucking caveman brow,
That's right. I got my crutches. Later on, they're gonna go up my ass because I'm a beggar.
See, this is Vince Russo. What we saw before that was, God damn, fuck, let me tell you right now, guys.
Sir, it's wrestling.
Barry Windham versus fucking Jeff Jarrett in a who gives a fuck match. Like that's the fucking difference, and you see it. Veteran wrestlers and wrestling marks like him and Pritchard and everyone else who's on that creative team, and then a writer with Russo and Ferrara. You see the difference. It's crystal fucking clear. It's night and day.
It's right here, man. And just that's the thing too, is you look at how funny and charismatic Triple H used to be, and you're like, did the satanic rituals just suck all any sort of aura out of him? Like, what the fuck happened?
Well, I cheated on China. I got with Stephanie. Stephanie cut my balls off and put them in her purse, and then I just turned into a fat, bloated Dr. Robotnik piece of shit who ruins wrestling. That's just what happens.
Jeez, man.
I know.
It's rough, dude. No, I love it. King Marcus said, aren't the Palladians supposedly the good aliens? Well, that's why keep an eye out for the Palladian Light Forces, PLF, when the time comes. Just remember that. Palladian Light Forces, PLF. And that's why they're showing the Nordics, I think, too. And that's the thing about the Nordics. They're not on our side. I'll say that much. Don't think that they are.
Well, the ones that are going to be here are not on our side.
No, definitely. No. You're not getting the real Palladians. You're getting the fake ones. King Marcus said, we need younger, fresh talent with the same Russo creative mindset.
Yes.
Absolutely. This is what we've been trying to say, man, is that you need people that are fresh blood. You need people that are brand new, that are not going to be castrated by these wrestling mark bookers, these veteran mark bookers. And look at them. Every single one of them that are in a prominent spot right now was a huge mark in some sort of company. Look at Court Bauer, fucking huge mark in WWE before he started up his own company.
And that's why I constantly, like, I know it sounds egotistical, but I throw our names up. NC and JC. Put us in the like everything you've heard from us for years and years. We want storylines. We want over-the-top characters. We want an outrageous show. We want it to be more adult-oriented. I would start, like, if it were me, I would start the show out with there's a song from a group called Orbit Culture called While We Serve. That's what I would start the show out with. That would be your intro song. It's like, it sounds like a mix of like Bolt Thrower and a little bit of Slayer, like a little bit of the like older or newer Slayer mixed in with like Nine Inch Nails. Like it's the perfect kind of like double barrel shotgun to the face intro that you want to have for a show. Like shows should not start out with like shows can't start out with that. You gotta feel the energy when you start the show. Like that's the starting point of the show, is the energy, right?
Well, that's why Triple H made all the songs very shitty modern rap, because all the backlash that he was getting from the internet community about him being racist. I had this shitty fucking rapper sing the SmackDown theme. See, I'm not racist. I hang out with this skinny black guy, Travis Scott. I'm not racist. It's all a ploy to fool people that he's not racist. We don't forget the Iron Cross. You had it as your logo, bro. Just saying.
He's a Mexican. He's a lucha.
That's what I'm saying. And then he has luchadors all over his prog. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm still baffled by how much Cornette hates Russo. I'm not, and simply because of the fact I just know the history between them. You have to understand that Jim Cornette, he worked with Vince Russo on two different creative teams, on TNA and WWF. And both times, Russo usurped him. He got the top booker spot. Cornette got fired.
Well, let's put it this way. Let's say that Vince Russo joined the creative team for WWE or WWF right around like 97, 98. Okay, let's say he does, right? And let's say that he tries to do these things, his ideas, and they all flop. And there is no Attitude Era. Everything like, and what he does just sucks. And he just like fades away into irrelevancy. Would Jim Cornette hate him?
No, he wouldn't.
No,
he wouldn't. But the fact that what he does, he puts a lot of blame on Vince Russo for him not having a job. He's like, Vince cost me my job in WWF, cost me my job in TNA. And if he could blame Vince for him costing his job in Ring of Honor, he would too.
Of course.
He never has any accountability for his own actions. If you're such a great booker, why isn't Smoky Mountain still around?
Right. Yeah, why did it fold in 1995? Like that's the thing, man. Like it. To me, with Cornette and people like it, it's they always have to scapegoat and externalize. Let's just state it bluntly, as simple and blunt as possible. If Vince Russo was not successful with the Attitude Era, Jim Cornette would not give two shits about him.
No, not at all. He wouldn't have any reason to give a shit about him. It's all because he felt threatened. Alejandro said, thoughts on Sol Ruca getting hate online. It's retarded wrestling fans. This is what we're so used to it. They hate females. They hate women so badly. And they look for any reason to really bash them, to slam them. I've never got it. I think it's fucking retarded. Like if a chick really sucks, yeah, call her out. Or if she's doing stupid shit, yeah, call her out. But these fans, they harass the shit out of women until they go dark on their accounts. It's like they get off on this shit. They like seeing women go away from Twitter. When they did it to Harley Cameron, that really pissed me off.
Yeah.
But no, they do it to women we like, women we don't like. I just think it's pathetic. Why the fuck do you feel the need to harass them, to DM them, to go that out of that way, to go out of your way to fucking really try to get in their head? They're just people that go on TV and play a character. Fuck off.
So a lot of those people they want to be heard. They want to feel like they have some sort of power. Let's face what's going on with Sol Ruca. So a lot of people are shitting on her because she's botching. Well, and then they look at like JC Jane and like why she's not botching. Now JC Jane's a phenomenal talent. My brother and I we've been fans of her for years. We've been putting her over for years. She's awesome. Got nothing bad at all to say about her. But let's focus on Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca's style is very risky. It's very over-the-top athletic. It requires a lot of athleticism and agility. And things can go wrong, especially when you don't have good chemistry with a lot of the people on the main roster. A lot of this is still brand new for her. It's going to take time. She's going to get it. She's not going to be botching like this in a year from now. I don't think so. Yeah, so it's just give her some time, man. Give her 6 months. Give her till Royal Rumble.
Too many people rush. That's the problem about NXT.
Right.
That's why, honestly, like somebody tagged me and they're like, look at these people, they're stars. How come they're not being pushed? And like one of them was, or two of them were, I guess one of them was stars. Trick is a star. I'll give him that. Oba, he's still on his way. I don't think he's a star yet. They put Sol Ruca in that list as well. That's the problem. It's like these fans, they make anything to be a star nowadays. I'm sorry, you're not a fucking star.
No.
Nobody's a star nowadays. I hate to say. Trick is the closest.
Well, and they overhype it. So like with Oba, I guess to kind of stay on that thread, the whole thing with Oba is okay. So Brock's retiring. Paul Heyman and the Vision. That sucks. You know what I would do? Okay. So if Oba, I would have Paul turn on Brock, and that's how Brock goes out. Is that Oba beats him and Paul turned on him, and then Paul joins with Oba, and now you have Paul Heyman as Oba Femi's manager.
I'm just so tired of the friendship and betrayal, man. It's like every like literally they just did it not too long ago, like a couple days ago with fucking Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley. Mm-hmm. They are doing friendship and betrayal every fucking week. Everybody is turning on everybody. At this point, I don't understand why alliances exist. How can you trust anybody backstage?
That's a good point, man. That's a really good question. I mean, like, yeah, where's the hero's journey? Like where's the like remember like romances, like whatever happened to those? Like wrestling used to have those back in the early 90s.
Sexist. Do the lesbo shit then. Fuck it.
Right. Do that. I mean, shit. If I mean, as long as they're hot lesbians. I mean,
yeah,
no fucking like Michael Lockwood and Bayley. Oh God.
Yeah, that's what we would get though, because it's Triple H. So just saying.
No, we would get Vent to the Unknown and Michael Lockwood.
Oh God! Yeah. Oh my God!
Oh God! Look at those muscles. Look at those traps. Look at those bulges.
He's so gross, dude. This is what we have running the top of the company. There's this disgusting muscle fetish pervert named Triple H.
I mean, I think that would be a good topic for a video,
His muscle fetish. Well, and it's weird too, because a lot of wrestlers, dude, they have this weird muscle fetish. Like, I don't know. I just think it's weird. If you like a chick with a hot face and a hard body, so to speak, that's not the weirdest thing. I don't think that's weird. But if you're getting off the chicks like Micah Lockwood, who was the other one? Michael Sakamura over in NXT. That was another Triple H favorite he had around for a while. Like, if you're getting off to dudes like that, I'm just saying, something's weird.
Something is weird, and Triple H is a weird guy, man. I mean, you look at the kind of talents they're trying to get over. It's like, I get where they're going. Mm-hmm. They're trying to go with like we've got these powerhouses. Whoa, look at how powerful they are. They're a dime a dozen. You've got like Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair when she comes back from pregnancy. You got Rhea Ripley to some degree. You got Nia. Like, how many powerhouses do you need? Like, that's the problem.
Oh yeah, even with Soraya, yeah, when she gets called up, it's too many, man. It's too fucking many. I think that's a good idea. Here's the thing, Blake. At the very least, I don't think she's the most attractive woman, but she's a decent actress. I think she's decent in her acting. I think she's decent in her promos, decent in her matches. Chelsea is a good plug and play. As long as you just use her for angles and not a push, I'm cool with it. Why not?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, she wants to be the world champ.
No, fuck that.
Can't take it seriously.
She's just goon material, let's be real. And Chelsea needs to really accept that. Like, you're a decent wrestler, but people are watching you for your body. They're not watching you for your wrestling. I'm sorry.
It's like and that's the whole thing with, like, you got a lot of women in the industry now. It's like, take me seriously as for my wrestling. It's like, oh, just shut up. Like, just fucking get a clue. Come on. Understand who the majority of the audience is and what they actually want to see. They'll say, I want women's wrestling to be respected. In reality, they're doing the business. They're doing their thing,
Oh, for sure, man. You know what? I found that today that Steph DeLander has injured her second person in less than a week. So
it was who'd she injure?
And so was Shotzi at first on the news. You're showing off the broken arm, but she just hurt Deonna Purrazzo on ROH taping.
Jesus Christ!
Just get rid of that woman. Like, that many injuries, and not to herself, to other people. Get her the fuck out.
She's ugly. She's boring. She's injuring wrestlers. Like, get her out of there. And that's the thing too. Is like, wasn't Deonna like one of their Ring of Honor title holders?
She was in a prominent position, for sure. I don't follow Ring of Honor, but all I know is they always use Deonna. So yeah, no, it's fucked up, man. So just saying.
I just don't get Steph DeLander. Okay, so Triple H is beating down Owen Hart on the ramp.
Cool. Worst Channel said, do you think Obama is a secret homophobe? I think he was faking it because he only made LGBTQ legal during the end, and he used to say marriage was between a man and a woman. I think he was a secret half of that, but changed the other half of the word, for sure. He's a guy. He's the reason why everything sucks nowadays. I shouldn't say him. He was the scapegoat that was used for the reason why everything sucks nowadays. With the Obama administration, it was their mission to ruin entertainment and make it so that your first rights, your First Amendment rights, were restricted. He was the one that basically, pissed on the Constitution. Don't get me wrong, George Bush pissed on the Constitution a lot. He said it was he said it was a piece of paper. But Obama was the one that just like really took a good minute-long piss on the Constitution. Didn't give a fuck. So just saying.
Well, his dad and his administration green-lighted a lot of this SJW bullshit in the colleges. You notice as soon as he got into office, all this SJW shit was just going crazy, going wild. So,
yep,
I mean,
there.
You can't ignore that. You can't ignore the timing.
Right. That's what we're saying, man. When we look back at the timing, it's just like we enjoy the early 2000s, but we saw the shift, man. It was right there. So this is cool. They're showing Kane and Undertaker having a face-off. Just back when you had larger-than-life characters, and I don't mind if they go back to goofball shit, but just have the right guys playing it. Like, the reason why Danhausen is a comedy character is because that's all he can play. Look at him. He's puny. But that's not to say like a guy like Cruel, if he got brought into WWE, could be the next Kane. I think he could.
I mean, he's certainly big enough to be the next Kane. He's got a mask. He's got that dark character. So, I mean, it could work. And I think he's got the voice down pat, that monster voice. He's got it down pat. So, yeah, I think that Cruel could work in WWE or in AEW. Not in AEW. What am I kidding? Maybe TNA. Maybe. If we're talking about like one of the top three companies. So, yeah.
I think so, too, because TNA is, what they're trying to do is they're trying to really make a focus on indie talent, like top indie talent. Mm-hmm. I could see that, man. Because MLW, they ain't doing nothing with him. If you're in MLW, your career is pretty much dead in the water. Look at what they did to our favorites. Look at what they did to Baron Corbin. Look at what they did to Shotzi Blackheart. Look at what they did to Karrion Kross, Scarlett Bordeaux, Matt Riddle. Just whatever. Just fuck them. That's what it is. That's what it feels like. Our favorites got told to fuck off and go away.
They did, man, and he took. That's what I hate is that like Court Bauer got all of our favorites, or almost all, a lot of our favorites. I would say he got a lot of our favorites, and he's just doing boring shit with them. Like I will say this about MLW. I will say this: I do like their video packages, but aside from that, it's all a bunch of matchmark garbage.
And that's the thing too, is like people like they're trying to get excited. Hey, check out NWA on Tubi. I don't know, man. It's just going to be probably longer and more matchmarkier. What am I to be excited about?
That's the point, man. Like that's the point we're making. Is like it's all the same. But
yeah.
But who knows? Like I do got a feeling something's going to change soon. That's the thing is that like we're in a lull period right now, but things could change for the better. They really could.
Well, the one thing I think TNA, and I agree with Tommy Dreamer here, TNA is set to change dramatically from how he said it. He was saying on Busted Open, he's like, expect a huge change in TNA real soon, and I think that's what we're going to see. But it's not going to be a good change. It's going to be a bad. When Tommy Dreamer is saying it's a bad change, that's not a good thing. Well, because he's an insider. He already knows what moves they're going to make.
Well, the thing that I would add on to that is this. So, what I do know is that they've already added Eric Tompkins onto the creative team, who's running production. Along with George Barrios. So maybe they are going to do things differently. From a lot of the rumors that I've heard about it was the ratings. They let Tommy Dreamer go because of the ratings. They wanted higher ratings. So if this doesn't and that's the thing with this creative team is whatever creative team they make, if it's not bringing in the ratings, they may change it up. If the rumor is true.
It just frustrates me that Tommy was the first one to be let go when at the very least, he's almost like the ECW version of Bruce Pritchard. He gave at least some sort of goofy color to TNA. Hunter Johnson is the one that brought in all the work mark rate bullshit, yet he's allowed to keep his job. That's what frustrates me.
Well, I mean, if they need to get the ratings up and Hunter Johnson is not getting the ratings up, they could be looking to get rid of him too. And that's the thing is that I think that company is in major flux. And I'm thinking that I know the rumors of they're trying to let it be known that we're not going to sell, we're not planning on selling anytime soon. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it.
No. I don't know, man. I got mixed feelings about that. Personally, I feel like a sale could come later on in the year. Because let's face it, I mean, while WWE doesn't really want to take on any more debt right now, or TKO for that matter, doesn't want to take in any more debt, $30 million is a drop in the bucket. If they can get TNA for $30 million, that's another developmental company, especially tied to OVW that they already have. So that might not be a bad deal for them. It might be a worthy investment. I'll say this much. I think it's them acquiring TNA with OVW is a better acquirement than what Vince was doing back in the day, letting Triple H run NXT, which is nothing but a money pit. If you go back, because that's what I love, is all these fans say, Black and Gold was bangers, the best era of wrestling ever. And you go back and you look at it, he made no money for the company. It was a pit. Every year was 50 million, or 30 to 50 million every single year. Literally the sell point of TNA was the money pit that Triple H was doing. This is crazy if you go back and look at the numbers. Literally that number, 30 to 50 million, was what he was costing WWE. And keep in mind, he was filming at Full Sail University that was letting him film there for free. He had interns, college interns, filming all that shit for him for free to earn experience. And still, somehow, with indie talent, he accrued that much deficit. And not to mention the 72 weeks he lost to Tony Khan, but yeah, he's the greatest booker of all time. Idiots.
Well, yeah, they just don't know. That's the thing. I mean, now it's very gettable for WWE if they really wanted it, because what are they getting? They're getting a company with a 20 years of a video library. That's a lot of content that they could package and sell. But then also they're getting a developmental for NXT. I mean, shit. Do you really need NXT it's got a TV deal, so what am I talking about?
I'd scrap ID. If you got that going, I'd scrap ID because you don't fucking need. Well, because what are you going to get, Starboy Charlie Hall? Come on, dude. You ain't going to get shit from ID. Marcus Mathers? Come on, dude.
You're not. But the one thing that I would say about OVW, the one positive that I would say is that Al Snow, yes, he's a shitty booker, but he's a good talent coach, and he's a good promo coach as well. And so the one thing that I'm noticing from a number of the talents there is they're good on the mic. They can cut a promo. So that's a positive in that regard. And there's definitely some talents that I think could benefit TNA and WWE if they go there. But other than that, it's, it's going to be subject to a creative team run by Hunter Johnston. So, yeah.
Well, I just got to say, I'm not looking forward to any show where Road Dogg and Hunter Johnson are teaming up on the creative team.
Right.
I hate to say it, like when you really think about it, Sammy Callahan run TNA is not too bad. It's not too bad of a thing right now, because that's the thing. I'm not sure if people have checked out Wrestling Revolver, the company he runs. It's indie, but it's not terrible indie. At least it's got a little bit of an ECW edge to it,
No, it does. And so that's the good thing, is that so it's got like an adult edge to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. And that's what wrestling needs. That's what TNA needs more than anything. I know we're talking a lot about TNA, but they need to have their own unique identity. And especially when there's a strong demand for like another Attitude Era type product from what's left of wrestling fans, and then what every other company's doing. I mean, WWE can't be adult oriented because of their sponsors. AEW doesn't want to be because of the fucking marks they have in that company. TNA could do that. TNA could do that. And under Tommy Dreamer and Hunter Johnson, you're not going to get that. But under a prestige drama writer or somebody else who could be like thinking along those lines, I think you could get a much better product.
It's literally in the name. Vince Russo said tits and ass is what he had in mind when he came up with the name. I don't know if he came up with the name for sure, but I believe it. Tits and ass. Go back to it. In fact, just change the name. Fuck this total nonstop action bullshit. Literally call it tits and ass. It'll piss people off. Yeah. You will get the IWC hating your ass, but they'll talk about you. See, here's the thing. Choose Your Narrative could have been a good idea if they didn't pussy chicken shit out of it and run out of money. Just saying.
No, I mean, it very well could have been. I mean, or no, it was Control Your Narrative, wasn't it?
Control Your Narrative. There you go. So I'm sorry. Control Your Narrative with EC3 and Braun Strowman. Could have been a good thing if they didn't run out of money and they didn't chicken shit out of it. It's because the IWC are such dickheads.
Well, the IWC just, for the most part, doesn't know what they want. They go along, and that's what you see with a lot of things. They kind of just go along with the trend. They're not really thinking. They're not really using critical thinking at all. It's just swimming along with the other school of fish, just going along with everybody else. And we just don't do that.
Oh, no, we never have. We like going against the grain. We don't care, man.
Yeah.
This is a good question. It all depends on how Cora does over in TNA.
No, they're not going to bring her back.
Well, it's going to take time. I wouldn't say this year, but like if she can have a really good year over in TNA, it's a possibility. I mean, you never know. I've seen people with worse track records get brought back, so it's not an unknown thing. I would really just say she has to make this her year, really stand out. Like, if it pisses me off too that with who they have left, who are they going to push? Indy Hartwell? Didn't she resign a contract too? It's put her there. Put Cora Jade, Elaine Black there. Damn it.
Yep. This is why they're buying OVW, or they're forming a partnership with OVW. This is why, is that they have no talent. That's the problem. They let all of them go, and they're trying to replace them. The people you got in OVW, they're other than J-Rod, who else the fuck do you have in that company? You got nobody. And so, like, that's the problem, man. But, well,
they even lost Jesse Goddard, who at the very least, Jesse Goddard, he's good on the mic. He went over to fucking American Gladiators. I will give them, they do have Haley J, but then again, Haley J's everywhere. So,
well, Jesse Goddard's, he's making the occasional appearance on OVW, so,
Okay, that's good. I wasn't sure. I thought he went over there to Gladiators full time, but if he's still making the occasional appearance, it's something. I mean, because Goddard, he still looks in great shape, still a great promo. Yeah, I don't know if people remember him from TNA Bromance days. That's another thing. He could be brought back in because they're bringing back a lot of TNA originals. I could honestly see if Robbie E ever gets let go, they'll bring back the bromance of TNA. Just saying.
No, they will. And so, so what do you think about this whole rumor that they're going to be bringing in a multiple singles champion from WWE? Oh, Stone Cold's going to kick the shit out of Mark Marrow. Good,
cool, nice. Well, this is what's great. This is what I love. Oh, I'm sorry. A multiple-time WWE World Champion at Slammiversary, right? That's the rumor going on?
Yeah, that's the rumor. Now, it's going to be a guy who's more than likely not going back to WWE, probably going to be in TNA for the long haul. I have my theory, but who do you think?
Well, I heard an interesting theory the other day. I think he's too old, but I wouldn't put TNA past it to give it a shot. I heard DDP was making a comeback. So if DDP is doing that, cool. I think honestly, if they can get some sort of deal going with WWE, I'd love to see AJ Styles do one more year. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm just dream booking here. I'd love to see AJ do at least one more year in TNA and then retire.
I mean, he maybe he could. There's a good possibility that he could. And that's who it could be. Yep. Oh God! Bringing up Gold Dust. Yes.
This is back when Dustin had no problem humiliating himself on live TV. He thrived on this shit.
He just goes out there like dressed up like as a baby in a fucking pink wig. He's like, "You need to respect me."
That's what's great. Like Dustin doesn't give a shit, and that's what it's crazy too, because you see that Dusty was like great. Dustin was great, and then Cody just had the soul sucked out of him. I don't know what the fuck happened.
He's just maybe he's soulless, maybe he sold his soul,
Could be. This is the crazy thing too, is like seeing great talents to us like Scarlett Bordeaux, Shotzi Blackheart, and Priscilla Kelly, all in the indies, just beating themselves up. Like I included in the outro for last week on the news, Priscilla Kelly, what was she doing over in GCW? Getting a running tombstone pile driver from Joey Janela on the concrete floor. Somebody even asked her, they're like, "How are you doing?" And she's like, "Not good." Shit hurts.
I mean, which is why she should go to TNA. If I were her, I would just go to TNA. But as far as the talent, who I think it's going to be, who I, like the word going around is,
what's that?
Jinder Mahal.
I don't mind that, dude. And the reason why I don't mind that is because Jinder is a fantastic promo. He's a smart guy. He gets how to play a good heel, and he always stays in shape. That's the one thing about this guy is he's religious about staying in good shape. I'm surprised he hasn't been in a big league in the longest time. I'm surprised even MLW hasn't tried to use him. I think NWA tried to use him briefly. But yeah, you're right. A great talent that has just been sitting there for the longest time that hasn't been picked up. Could be. I see that.
Yeah, I could totally see him being brought in. But I could just see the TNA fans just shitting on, oh, this guy. They're looking for a fucking work rate. But that's why I think AJ Styles would be the right way to go.
Yeah.
If you're looking to get interest in the product up, I think that's the way to do it. So, I mean, we've seen repeatedly over and over again, every time they do this, then people are going to be bragging about, the TNA rating. So the TNA rating. So
sure.
I'm seeing people brag about it already. 255,000 viewers, but we got to talk about it because of all the shit that's been going on, all the interest in it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it has to do with, people tuning in to see what all the bullshit is about. It's like NXT. When people heard that there was this fat, disgusting, oh shit, here's the blackface one. This is the blackface one. We got Goldust walking out and fucking blackface with it. This Vince, you're gonna go out in an afro and blackface with big black eyes, a boombox, pip coat, and you're walking out with that dirty, ugly whore. Yeah.
Oh, so by the way, if you want to know, so there's two ways to watch this. There's Netflix, and then you could search the internet, and you could look for an archive, if you know what I mean.
Those archives, man, they love putting shit up in Russian. Great. Just saying.
But it still works.
Always does. So, and here we have blackface Dust. What would he be? Black Dust? We got Black Dust coming in the ring right now.
Black Dust.
Why is he wearing... Okay, so he's doing this to mock Flash Funk. From what I heard, like Tuchel was talking about this recently, he said that shit pissed him off because he didn't know ahead of time that Dustin was going to do this.
Oh no!
So this was a McMahon. Like when you see the shock on Flash Funk's face, that's authentic. What a dick!
I mean, it's racist as fuck. But people talking.
See, this is what at least Vince. And I'll give credit to Vince McMahon. At least he tried to give the boring bullshit that Cornette was putting out. He tried to give it color, so I'll give him that.
No, he did, and I mean they knew who. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's like when you're booking. Like this is the thing is they knew who their audience was. Their audience was not, families with little kids. No, their audience was like teenagers, young adult men. Frat boys, like that was their demographic, and this is the exact kind of content that would cater to them. They knew it. Like this is how you book wrestling. You don't book wrestling for what a few Mark veteran wrestlers in the back want to book. No, you book wrestling for your intended target audience. That this is what you do. Like that's what you do.
Well, and this is the type of shit too that gets hate watches. and gets outrage watches because of how crazy it was. You got to understand. Well, you got to go the Howard Stern effect. That's for people that don't know. You have to be outrageous as possible, not only to get your fan base, but to also get a wider fan base to go viral. Right. Like we even Mr. Beast was saying, the more outrageous you are in your thumbnails and your content, the more people are going to talk about you.
Okay, just imagine this happening on a modern Monday Night Raw. Imagine the reaction on social media, the amount of people that'd be talking about it.
Hashtag cancel WWE, picked up by TMZ. Yeah.
Picked up by TMZ. It would be, you would have millions of people who don't know what wrestling is talking about it, having an opinion on it.
Dustin would black out his account. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. He would quit Twitter.
But like, you know what? It gets people's attention. And I think that's the goal here. Like, that's what Russo did, is he got people's attention. That was the intention. And that's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do in wrestling. And you can't just like mail it in and put a bunch of matches on. You got to get people talking. You got to get people's attention. So, yeah, man, that's the thing.
He figured, hey, nobody's going to give a shit about boring-ass fucking Goldust versus Flash Funk besides a bunch of fucking dorks that watched your shit back in WCW in 1992. So he's like, you know what? Goldust, your thing is you come out with a new character every week. Let's see Black Dust. It's unbelievably fucking racist. Don't get me wrong. Any sort of blackface will get you extremely fucking canceled nowadays. It's nuclear. Like this type of shit, I guarantee you, if he made Dustin do this, Dustin would be on a documentary 10 years later. I can't believe he made me do it. He paid me millions of dollars to be a racist.
Oh, I know. It just the reaction would be over the top. Oh, so Luna Vachon and her hooker outfit gets involved. She cost Flash Funk the win.
Yep. And that's exciting, though. Okay, here comes Vader. Vader's coming to fuck shit up. This is a Cornette thing. You gotta Vader run and do some shit.
Yep. Yeah, Vader's fucking him up.
All right, see, that gets us invested now in seeing what's going to happen with Goldust and Vader at the Royal Rumble. See, concurrent storylines. And right now, he's just waiting for Flash Funk to turn around, so hopefully he can slam him. We'll see what happens.
Hey, guess what we're missing on Dynamite?
I'm guessing Speedball Mike Bailey having an amazing work rate contest.
Well, that might be happening. We could be missing that. But what we're also missing is apparently, Don Callis and MJF revealed a T-shirt. It's Team DC MJF, Don Callis MJF. I know, right?
So he's now a Don Callis guy?
Well, no, they were kind of teamed up, and now they're releasing Team DC MJF merch. Oh, God.
That's the thing about AEW's t-shirt department. Just when you thought you saw the most retarded fucking t-shirt ever in pro wrestling history, they one-up it. Every year they're one-upping it. Notice, 2025, they had the fucking Britt Baker t-shirt with the black eye. And then they had, just recently, the stupid Orange Cassidy t-shirt where you put your sunglasses. Then they had the serial killer jobber shirts that we showed off on the news.
Yes.
They keep on one-upping themselves when it comes to shitty t-shirts. Whoever's in charge of their t-shirt department, you're a fucking genuine clown. I'll give you that.
You're an a-hole.
It's crazy.
Absolute a-holes. I mean, and it's like their merch only gets worse. Like, that's the thing, you know?
True. Well, hey, this is back in the day when they had big-time personalities. Like, they're talking about Mike Tyson coming up. And they have the promoter, Don. Promoter Don's going to be putting it over, so you would never get him to do any sort of shit with wrestling nowadays. Same thing with Mike Tyson, I think, showed up at AEW and fell asleep at ringside and gave up on it after that. After that, he's like, dude, I'm not doing wrestling no more. And that's why Triple H and Roman Reigns had to sit so far away from Donald Trump, from Mark, from Ari, from everybody that matters, because they don't matter. That's how it is.
Man. Yeah. Absolutely.
So this is one of the cooler things from Road Dogg, is back when they had the New Age Outlaws and they were feuding with Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie. Very underrated feud here. I love this.
Yeah, that was an awesome feud.
All right, here comes the new head of TNA. Wearing his South Park t-shirts. And see, they even embraced, edginess back in the day. WWE proudly embraced edginess.
Well, I mean, back then, people don't remember, or they may not know how genuinely popular South Park was.
It was international. It was worldwide. This shit was like bigger than Mickey Mouse at one time.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like the mod. It was like the Simpsons. You know, it was huge.
Indeed. So I'm not sure if you heard about GTA 6. So they announced the price for it. Okay, so $100 for the Ultimate Edition, and not only that, but upon release, it's only going to be digital release. So there's people out there. I won't say dummies. There's people out there that have the best intentions, but they're going ahead and they're spending $100 on a digital game that they don't own.
Brilliant.
Ridiculous, man. And just like, and that's the thing too, is, you know, those 2K26 stores are like, I paid $150 for WWE's Ultimate Edition, $100 at the drop of the bucket. You're just a brokey. You're gonna hear that shit.
Oh God. No, it's like I've got fucking standards. That's what it is.
Yep. Well, nowadays too, it's like, that's why a lot of these companies are releasing primarily on console, because they know enough people know about PC, especially with like Steam and all that. Enough people know about PC that if they drop a PC version, they're just gonna fucking just go rip that shit. They already know what's up.
Oh yeah, I don't blame them. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and like it. You want to rip that shit, rip it, rip it good.
Well, dude, even after they pulled Claude's Fable 5, it was only out for like 2 days. Even after they pulled it, they had that shit up on torrent sites. People were downloading it, like an offline version.
Oh yeah, well, and that's the thing with AI is that you can use AI offline. Like you don't have to just use it all online. So yeah.
Well, that's a great thing too. Yeah, GitHub they have a bunch of great offline AI programs that you can use. Free to download too. You just got to know how to download it. Once you do that, you're good, man. Get your setup.
Set it up. Yeah, just set up LM Studio. You're good to go, man. Download your model and yeah.
There you go.
Fuck
well,
yeah.
And it's a great thing too. Like if let's say, you know, hypothetically, you're going out camping or whatever, and you get a little Raspberry Pi. Go ahead and buy one of those. Put an operating system on it. Get that set up on there. That AI that we were talking about offline. You got basically your own GPS ready to go wherever you are. Basically, like let's say you're out in the wilderness. Is this poisonous? Type in the description. It'll give you the description, let you know.
Well, I mean, the model would have to be trained on like
you have to train it, of course.
Plants. Yeah, so like,
yeah, exactly.
But it could work. I mean, no, it would depend also a lot on the phone's process. I mean, if you have your laptop with you and your laptop has like a fucking, I don't know, like a 4060 GTX NVIDIA card, yeah, you could probably run it. Like one of those budget tier MSI ones, you could probably run one of those. Yeah.
Well, I saw this one unique setup. This guy had taken like 2 Raspberry Pis and connected them to, I think, like a walkie-talkie or something. And he made basically a system that can go around the whole loopholes for Elon Starlink and connect to his satellites without paying. And what he's doing is he's selling these boxes as like remote emergency kits to anybody out at sea, anybody out, you know, in the wilderness. $800, and this kid just fucking making them for about like 150 for production.
And that's the thing, man. Like there's the hope right there. So we kind of, you know, been a little bit doomerish. There's the hope, man. Is human ingenuity. Is that you're going to have people, hackers, random people in society, making stuff that is going to be a major benefit to us. I remember back right around 2008. It's like oil prices are shooting through the roof. People are freaking out. I remember watching on the news, like some guy like rigged up a bunch of batteries and he was able to turn his car into an electric car and just like avoid all of that. Well, and I remember like people are turning like vegetable oils into usable fuel and shit. Like that's what we need, man. Human ingenuity.
Well, remember remember how quickly that guy got banned for plastine? He was telling people, it's black dude. He was telling people how to take plastic and turn it into gasoline that you could use in your engine. And it was fine. It works.
It does, man. Well, and that's the thing. It's like that's going to be the one the one benefit of like if gas prices go like way higher than what they are now. That's going to be the benefit, man. Is I just think so many people have gotten used to $3-4 a gallon gas that if you have gas prices at like $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 a gallon, you're going to have people coming up with all sorts of workarounds and alternatives. That's the benefit, man. Like that's the one thing to look forward to. And that what is that old saying? Necessity is the mother of invention. Is always. That when you create these hard times, baby, when you create these hard times, you're going to get people having to get creative, and when they get creative, they find solutions, and those solutions can be immensely beneficial. And because we now have social media, like we didn't have like Twitter like we do now back in 2008. I don't think we even had it back then. So now we're going to have people say, hey, you know, I was able to do this. This could help you out, and here's how you do it. They can post it on X. They can post it on probably not YouTube. Maybe Rumble. Who knows? They can post it on all sorts of different platforms and get this information out there. I think there's going to be a lot of shit going down, but the one thing that I have absolute faith in is human ingenuity. I've seen it time and time again. It always comes through in the clutch, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, no, especially with what we have for technology. And you see the kids getting younger and younger that are coming up with these high-tech devices. Yeah. That's, I guess, the one benefit of kids being raised on tablets is the real smart ones. These are the ones that get to tinkering at an early age. Yes. And get to really inventing some awesome shit. Like, I'm not sure if you saw that one video about that kid. He was talking about how quantum physics work, and shortly after he disappeared. It's like these kids at an earlier age they have access to stuff that you and I could have only wished upon. Because you would go to the library and you would see some cool shit there. You would go on the computer and you would see some cool shit here and there. But nowadays, dude, everything is open, especially with the fact that we have a lot of these guys making viral TikToks, viral Instagram shorts, Twitter shorts. All of the unknown shit is really getting out there in the age reveal. That's what we've been trying to tell you is right now is the age reveal, and they're showing everybody everything. So.
They're showing everybody everything, and people now have access to information that they never had before.
Yeah,
like that's it is a good thing. It's a double-edged sword, man. On one hand, it could be, I'll take it to. It could be a double-edged sword in the sense that it could be used for a control state, but on the other hand, you're going to have hacktivists. Okay, that is what I think is going to take down the New World Order above everything else. Is that you're going to have a group of people that are not going to put up with this crap, and they're going to find workarounds. They're going to take the system down, and that's the hope right there. Hacktivists, human ingenuity, the human spirit that you can't keep down. Sure, you could crash the economy, you could force people to get money, you could do all that bullshit. At the end of the day, the human spirit is what will rise above it all, and that is humanity is the one thing that I am extremely proud about. Is that we got our problems, man. Yeah, we got our problems. We've done fucked up things, but we've also done a lot of good things, and our potential is unlimited.
I think a lot of people get it from AI nowadays too. And sure. A lot of people are easy. You understand how easy AI makes shit to hack. That's why everybody's using it to hack nowadays. Like Claude, for example. But the big rumor going on is that Anthropic, they had dismantled their newest model because it went ahead and cracked every single top government agency in a matter of hours. Not days.
Fable 5, right?
Fable 5. In a matter of hours. It was able to crack all these top agencies. So that tells you right there, if humans, that's why we've never had really a hard stance against AI. It's a double-edged sword. But it's one of those things, people are figuring out what they can do with it. And you don't have to be a computer genius nowadays. You just need to know the right prompts. So it comes down to.
Literally, like if you want to have your own offline AI and you got a computer with like a decent graphics card and a functional CPU, you can run what's called, like I was talking about, LM Studio, and you can even download the models from within LM Studio, and you could run your own offline AI. You don't need like, and that's the thing. Like a lot of the Gen Z, like I get why they're against AI because it's going to replace a lot of jobs and it's ruining a lot of drinkable water. It uses a lot of electricity, which causes energy rates to go up. So I get all the arguments, but my argument is that you don't need a data center to run AI. You can you don't even need the internet.
Surveillance center. That's what I call it.
Yeah, that's what they are. If we're being real, that is what they are, and that is it's going to be a double purpose. It's going to be it's going to give you access to you can make all these funny pictures. You can get answers to things. It could help you write a script. It can help you do all these things, but it's also going to be used to track it. And that's what the internet's been for, man. Like the FBI, the CIA, they've been tapped into that for years.
Amen. So Maurice Johnson was saying, question for you guys. How long do you think it will be before Triple H stops doing his two favorite storylines, Friendship and Betrayal, and his own storyline with him and Batista from 2005?
I have an answer.
Never. But you go for it. What do you think?
I have an answer. I think the answer is that when TKO starts feeling the pinch on their wallet, like when the financial pain of Triple H's booking is too great, he's going to be let go. Look at what's happening in TNA. They're an example. Like TNA is being run very much not similar to TKO, but it's being run in a corporate way, and that's how TKO is running WWE. They're running WWE in a corporate way, and they look for results, man. They want stability and results, and if you're not providing the results, they may stay with you for a little bit, and then they'll find your replacement. Look at what happened with Tommy Dreamer. Like that's what a lot of people don't understand about TNA. Not to get off the track with TNA, but I'm using it as an example of like with TNA. A lot of fans don't understand. TNA is being run like a corporation right now. It's corporately run right now. It's not being run with a bunch of good old boy wrestlers. And that's the thing. It's like a lot of fans have been programmed to want that. That shit sucks. Look at what it's giving you all across the industry. A corporate run company, they're going to be looking for results, mostly financial is what they're going to be looking for. But if they have a TV deal, they're going to want to make their TV partner happy as well. So that's the thing, is that with WWE, they're going to keep Ari Emanuel and Mark Spear will keep going with Triple H so long as they are profitable. So long as the venues are somewhat decently sold. But when they're half sold out and they're starting to feel the pinch, they may either fire him or they may just say, you know what, fuck WWE, we're going to sell the whole thing off.
I've always gone with the assumption that they're going to have Triple H gracefully bow out.
Yes.
And go on a sabbatical of some sort, whether it be for his health or for his family. I've always held that notion that it's probably going to happen either by sometime next year or the end of this year. So we'll see what happens, man. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time, especially with the low turnouts. When you have a place like O2 that they used to sell out no problem back in the day, and they're only doing half full right now. I know it's only a SmackDown still. The fact they even used to do random fucking SmackDowns back in the day, full O2. The fact that it's a half, that's not a good thing. So it's not. It's going to be a process. And I see Triple H, getting gracefully removed. It will be to the point where the fans, almost like what happened back in the day when we got NXT 2.0. I could see it coming around to something like that again. Just saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're already blaming everything on TKO, so it's going to be TKO, and you're going to see, like what you saw with Scott Timor.
TKO fucked up again. They fired Triple H, who gave us Duck God.
Not knowing that this motherfucker is responsible for the product being as shitty as it is. Like, they're going to flip on a dime. You're going to see JD flip on a dime. TKO really fucked up firing Triple H, bros.
Oh, that fucking retard. And that's why I can't stand, like, Jason from SAT that always quote tweets.
God.
Look, JD is right. JD is right again. Oh, look at JD
Quote tweet us, motherfucker.
No, he can't. Well, because what he wants to do is he wants to quote tweet the popular guy,
right.
The popular fucking grifter, the popular snake oil salesman. That's what he wants to do, you know. And it's what I can't stand. All these big fucking X accounts. They all think the same. There's no original thought. They're all a bunch of fucking retards. It's so sad.
This
is what it's left. This is what's left. This is fucking literally that's what's left. These popular dickhead mark accounts sucks.
It does, and the reason why they do it is there's an incentive. It's for, like, if you want to get, like, traction on your tweets, one of the ways you do it is you find, like, what you could do is you could find, like, a tweet with, like, 1 million views or, like, 6 million views or 10 million views, and you post a tweet on that, under that thread of something that's, it's got to be simple, but it's got to be outrageous and polarizing. It's got to take a side, you know?
True. You know, yeah, exactly. If you know how to do that, you can engineer going viral. It's not a big deal on X. It's always been negativity. Always just be negative. Quote tweet, say something negative, and say something that we would usually say. Boom, you'll get some likes. That's all it takes.
It's definitely, like, focus on emotion, right? So and that's the thing. Just, like, focus on emotion. It's usually something like anger based, or it's like, but yeah, you're right. It's usually negative based. It's very rarely is it positive.
Exactly. I'm sorry, skip this one. My bad, King Marcus. King Marcus said South Park reached its pop culture peak in 1998-2001, then reached its quality peak writing, the golden age from 2002 to 2010, in my opinion. You're right, man.
You're right.
You're absolutely right, because don't get me wrong, it was very, very popular during the Attitude Era. Those two went, like, side by side. But yeah, I will say that their writing definitely picked up as we were in the middle. Like, I'd say, like, early 2000, mid 2000 for me is when it really, really picked up. But you're right, 2002 to 2010 is when we got the golden age of South Park. And yeah, ever since then, man, it's really gone downhill. I haven't even really been keeping up on the newer ones on Paramount. I just don't care.
Same.
And even the South Park movies, they're just They try. I just think they try too hard. They're not going. They're trying too hard to be political and not enough to be goofballs. Like that's what people watch animations for is goofballs. We want to see goofball shit.
We want to see goofball shit, but back. I mean, and even they've admitted it. You know, it's like they become very preachy and up their own ass, and that's what South Park is. It's very preachy and up their own ass. And if they want to be that, fine, but don't expect me to care. You know.
Exactly. So VHS was saying, oh, yes, $100 to go to new stores, garages, a salon, new clothes, and a vehicle mod, even though Mod Team can do that themselves. Woohoo. Well, you kind of had to figure that they would try to price gate everything. I already knew that they would be doing that shit, microtransactions. But they're gatekeeping everything. I would even have to say they're probably going to do that with radio stations. They're going to do that with like certain guns that you can get. They're going to do that with certain cars you can get. It's going to get to the point where they're going to monetize the fuck out of it. Because they saw what can happen, with Epstein when he started doing microtransactions, really got those going with mobile games and even Call of Duty. They're like, oh shit, if he could do this, imagine the type of money we could make with GTA 5, with better graphics, and it's fully monetized. And I think that's what they're looking at right now. They're just looking at the dollar signs. It's good. They're gonna make over $1 billion in the opening weekend, guaranteed.
Oh, no, they will. Well, and this is why physical media fucking rocks, dude. They can't fuck that up. It's you put the disc in the drive or the cartridge in the slot, and boom, you're good to go.
Yeah, and that's why we love physical media. We always support physical media, and it's the one thing too. It's like if they do some stupid shit like that, I was reading some weird conspiracy theory about them wanting to cut the fucking the cables in the ocean. If that stupid crap does happen, people are going to be forced offline. And they're going to be forced to go back, to their discs. I hate to say it. Get used to it.
So I just download if there's things that you like, man, just download it. Download it, burn it, keep it on a big drive and on like a 5 terabyte, 6 terabyte drive. Buy them. They're super cheap. You can get it for like $50. Those like Western Digital passports. Put all your fucking movies on there. Do what I did. I just all the movies and shows that I like, just stockpile it on there, man. That way, if shit goes down, I can stay entertained.
Yeah, that's a great thing, too, is a lot of these smart TVs now, they have USB ports. And you could just literally plug that shit in there and then pick what you want to watch right off of there, man. Nice and easy.
Yeah. Works the charm, dude.
Good shit, man. So, and a lot of people are looking into hacking their Roku and whatnot and just finding workarounds. So it's a good thing, man. Very good thing. And M. Garza said, many people, like my bro, saying wrestling fans today are weird.
They are.
Well, and that's
what...
Be. Oh, they're the weirdest, man. I'm not going to even deny that. And we'll show you on Wrestling Fans Being Idiots tomorrow night on Rumble. They haven't changed. If anything, they're getting worse. They're just freaks, man. They're freaks. Absolute freaks. Degeneracy is the main currency they use on X. That's how it is.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, it's all, what's the part of the brain that's, it's like very like simplistic human emotion, like anger, rage, lust. There's like a certain part of the brain. What's it?
Well, they all have underdeveloped frontal lobes. That's for dang sure.
Well, yeah.
King Marcus was saying a real quick comment saying, I heard a rumor that Jeffrey Epstein befriended Bill Gates just to get his Xbox account back. I thought it was a funny rumor. I didn't know if it's true or not. Crazy thing about Jeffrey Epstein, yes, it is true. This guy was a huge gamer. Always playing Call of Duty, always playing Fortnite. And people were even finding out that his account on Fortnite was active after he died. I mean, not even too long ago, like I want to say a month or two ago, they were able to go and search his account on Fortnite, and then he locked it up. So, just saying.
Yeah, man, and that's maybe content we could cover on our Rumble channel, man.
There's a lot of shit going on, man. Just saying.
Well, I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
Sure. Oh, my bad about that. Trent, I said Cody just said on social media that nobody books wrestling better than Levesque. Yeah, I saw that shit.
Oh, God.
And Braun Strowman. Well, I love it what Braun Strowman said. He said, the ratings say otherwise.
Really? Braun Strowman said that?
I had to give him props. I was like, all right, you're
cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. Well, and it makes sense, too, because, like, who let him go?
And I hate to say it, too. His eating show is getting better ratings than SmackDown. Just saying.
It's definitely more, like, honestly, I could do a review of that. Because I watched a little bit of it. I was hooked.
I love eating shows so much, dude.
Me too, dude.
That's one of my things. I love what Guy Fieri does. I love the baking championships. Those are awesome, especially the Halloween and Christmas ones. Those are awesome. What's up?
You know what he is? He's the Hulk Hogan of eating shows.
He really is. He's got an over the top personality. I like that one big fat perverted Italian dude who hits on all the fat chicks. He's awesome too. I forget his name, but he's
talking about Adam. You're not talking about Adam Richmond.
Yes, Adam Richmond. Yeah, he's fucking great. Yeah, he always hits on all the chicks. He's fucking great. Guy Fieri, his cooking show is really awesome too. Yeah, there's a lot of good. Damn, there's so many good eating shows out there too. Competitive eating shows.
They could be fun to watch, man. Or fun to react to. Who knows?
True. King Marcus was saying, you can tell Trey Parker and Matt Stone gave up after they failed attempts at serializing the show season 20 onwards. They should have just ended it once they lost steam and passion. The problem is they got in too deep. And when you get in too deep, you get under contracts. So even if you're burnt out, you still got to deliver 3 years, 4 years, 5 years worth more of money. And the amount of money, too, because that's the thing, too, is they were getting caught between studios. Like, not too long ago, they had that lawsuit going on because they were between two very powerful studios. It was a Comedy Central and Paramount that were basically saying, hey, we got the rights. No, we got the rights. And they were like, they will double dipping and nothing happened with them. They're not in jail or nothing. They're just making extra money.
They're making extra money. Now they're getting like $1.5 billion to produce. So I went ahead and let it go to the next episode. Is that cool?
Yeah, no, that's fine by me. Yeah, I'm watching the next one too. It's Shawn Michaels and Triple H, and they're in the limousine, and they're with China. China looks all fucking drugged out of her head. It's great entertainment, man. No, I completely agree with you with South Park. And South Park, man, it had so much of a role behind it. South Park, the movie, was amazing. The video games back for N64 and PlayStation were fantastic. The T-shirts were great. It was really South Park everywhere, dude. Dolls everywhere. Like, I'm surprised they didn't. If it weren't so edgy, they would have had some Happy Meals or some shit doing South Park. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
God. Well, I mean, because I remember like Burger King back in the day was doing the whole BK. Well, it wouldn't have fit with what they were doing, but they could have done that. They could have marketed that towards the adults back in the day. They could have done that.
Yeah, I mean, even like the RPGs like Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole. Those are both great games if you haven't played. Like, I remember when I had a friend over and he's like, "Oh, what you watching? Is this a new episode?" I'm like, "Nah, dude, I'm playing Stick of Truth." he thought it was a fucking South Park episode. So it's like, even the games are better. Everything was just better about South Park. They lost a lot of their steam, a lot of their love, man. It's very tragic, See something you love so much, like wrestling, just become shit. So shit
what I wish, because other than doing like Team America Police and all that, like,
right.
At least with Seth MacFarlane, he branched out from Family Guy, did American Dad, did the Cleveland Show, I think he did another one too.
The Star Trek, Star Wars, Star Trek ripoff,
yes.
Orville. He did that one as well.
There you go.
Yeah. No, he did a couple.
At least I could say with Seth MacFarlane, at least he's more. He's doing like more. It's more diversified. Like it's much more. I almost feel like saying he's more creative.
Seth, well, that's the thing. Here's the thing with Seth is that he is a sponge. I don't think he's the most creative guy, but he's a guy that has watched so much fucking media. He's that guy is a walking library of knowledge from everything from like 1930 till onwards. And I think that's what he does is he just soaks in all these pop culture references from all these different decades. And he makes it a part of his personality and really what he delivers. Oh, the fan base is like, this is packed as shit right now. Like the fans everywhere, dude.
They're going crazy. They've all got signs. Like everyone in the crowd has got a sign.
I miss the sign so much.
Oh God, it was awesome, man. It could happen again.
It could. Just allow the signs, man. Allow the fucking fat ass Sono signs in the building, damn it.
Yes. Allow the signs. And put NC and JC on your creative. You will get this. I promise you.
Well, the thing about it is we don't give a fuck. Like, it would be one of those things where, like, because that's the thing before. You've seen with the Technical Work Rate Productions account. You've seen with at Real JC TWRP account. You've seen us say things before and piss off these fucking weird dorks.
Oh, yeah.
We've dealt with the hate before, like going into our replies and we see like 50 to 100 replies of just psychotic fucking weirdos saying delete your account, I fucking hate you. KYS, all the fucking usual shit you get when you make a good post. And that's the thing. It's like, we're used to that. it will be amplified. Don't get me wrong. We'll go from like 100 to fucking 1,000 or 10,000, whatever.
Sure.
I'm not going to lock my account. He's not going to lock his account.
No.
We're fine. We are fine. So here's the thing. We're the type of guys, we know that if you have something like that, you just put it out on X and you walk away. You don't engage because you know you're going to get hate, especially with what's left. Just drop it and walk away. That's the best thing you can do.
It's so true, man. Like I've even learned that, coming back to Twitter, it's like that's what you got to do. You just like got to drop it and walk away.
Well, that's what I
just drop that bomb and just walk away.
We'll get into X for a little bit. Go ahead and quote tweet shit, reply to people, find interesting shit to talk about, and then after you get done with that, don't go to your notifications. Just walk away go play a video game, go hang out with friends, go do something for about an hour, go work out for like about an hour or two, and then come back to X, check your notifications. It's probably going to be filled with hate, just let you know if you say something controversial. That's how it is.
More than likely, but you know what? Like I like to have fun with it too,
Oh yeah. No, you got it because you know how they're going to react. You know that they're very sensitive and childish, and that they're immediately going to get very personal about a character on a TV show that they don't personally know. You already know that's going to happen, so might as well piss them off.
You might as well get a reaction out of them. Like have fun.
Yeah, well that's what the whole thing is while they're raging, you're just laughing. That's the best part about it.
It's just so funny. It's like they don't even know. It's like they're like, that son of a bitch. And as they're fucking raging in the replies, I'm like, look at this Mark.
I just see the stupid shit they get angry about. And I'm like, you motherfuckers had no lives at all. Like, especially like just how much they targeted Sol Ruka. Because don't get me wrong, we'll show you some shit from WFAI. They were even targeting her when she won the Intercontinental Women's Championship. They're like the first black American fucking Intercontinental Champion. Then there are all these racist assholes online. They're like, she's not black enough for me. She's not a true black woman. It's like, this is the problem, is most of this liberal fan base can't look past color and refuses to. It's frustrating.
It's all about having power for them. They're pathetic pieces of crap that want to have power, and so they feel like if they take the SJW side, they can cry bully you into submission. This is just what they do. Cry bully, yeah, it's what they do. They can cry bully you into submission, and because you see it with them too. It's like when they do this, they all feel like they're superior and they're the righteous ones. It's all about being righteous and being a good person.
It really is.
And it's pathetic because and they don't even realize what a dirtbag they come across is. They're using all of this to get power. That's all it is.
Really is, man. Hey, you know what? I know we got some question everything coming to you guys real soon, probably next week. We'll see what's going on. But I'm not sure if you kept up about everything going on with Oliver Tree. Do you know who that is?
Sounds familiar. Can you refresh me?
Sure. Oliver Tree, he's an indie musician. And he's been really doing a lot to piss off the NWO recently. So like what happened is I want to say earlier in the year, he asked for a release from Atlantic Records because they weren't doing jack shit to promote him.
Good.
So he's like, you know what? I want out. Get me out. And one thing you notice with Atlantic Records is they hold grudges. So they're like, you're going to regret this. Just you watch. So shortly thereafter that, he went on to some expedition over to Antarctica. And we can show you. It's on YouTube. There's a 2-hour documentary of him going to Antarctica and claiming he found an alien base over there. And he said shortly thereafter that he was getting calls, and he's like, just want to let you guys know I'm not suicidal if they take me out because of this.
Good. And you got to do that too. Like, because they'll try to they'll use their corporate media to create that narrative of he unalived himself. And no, like it's, you gotta read between the lines.
You heard what happened to him, right? Oh, he died in a head-on helicopter crash not too long ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, they're getting to Final Destination goofy with this shit. Like anybody could be like, okay, he got ritual sacrifice, great, you know.
Yeah, they have like a log like fall out of a truck, the back of a truck, and
it's crazy. Especially 2 helicopters to crash into each other. It's crazy, man. Some other guy, Giuseppe or something, was on one of the helicopters, and they're tying it to that. So very crazy conspiracy theory on that whole shit.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, so we got the Headbangers versus what are their names again?
These are the
called.
I forgot their stupid name. It was Bull Buchanan, Currigan, and it was led by the Jackal, Don Callis.
Yeah, but what was her name?
God, what is the name of that? Chad, help us out. What is the name of that shitty ass stable? I can't remember.
They're coming out in like green shirts and
Khakis.
Beige khakis, black boots. Truth Commission. There we go.
Truth Commission. All right. Okay. All right. So Billy Gunn is going for the pin finally, hitting Henry O. Godwin. And you know, Vince, you think Vince is the one that came up with the naked Midian? Or you think that was Russo? You think that was Russo or McMahon?
Bro, what if he was naked, bro?
I don't know. Think about Dick Johnson. That's a McMahon. Just saying.
That's a
just
good point.
saying.
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry to interrupt, man, but yeah, Joe Doring. Thoughts and prayers go out to him. He's in a hospice right now. Has cancer. So yeah, I really hope that he heals up and gets past this. Very sorry to hear that.
Absolutely, it's you hate to see that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You hate to. And he must have been he's been dealing with this for like a decade now, like since 2016.
About that, it's been a little bit, yeah. And this is a sad thing too. It's like pro wrestling, it doesn't help out everybody. They can help out some people who are part of these companies, but they can't help out everybody. And it's really like a tragic thing. You see more wrestlers, especially as you get older, not getting taken care of like they used to. That's the one thing we can really give credit to Vince McMahon. He took care of wrestlers even if they weren't under contract. If he heard that you had a drug addiction or alcohol addiction, he paid for your rehab. If he heard you had a life-threatening illness, he would maybe help you out. I heard about a lot of people getting helped out by Vince. You just don't see that nowadays, man.
You don't. And you know, as AEW is going on and we're talking about this, it kind of led me to a theory.
Sure.
About like where Toni Storm really was. And so like the theories around like she's pregnant, got a boob job. Those are one of them. There's a darker one than I'm thinking it might be. Because they all of a sudden take her off TV.
Does it start with an M?
Starts with a C.
Go for it.
6-letter word. Starts with a C. It's very bad.
What does it rhyme with?
It's one of the zodiac signs.
Oh, that. Wow. I don't know, man. That's the first rumor I've heard of that existing.
Well, it's not a rumor going around. It's more of a theory that I have, and I hope it's not the case.
Well, just the weird thing for me is that this all happened and nothing ever came of it, which is weird. It all happened around the time that Ronda Rousey came over to AEW, like right when they had her in a feud with Tony, right from the get-go. Literally the next Dynamite after that pay-per-view, Tony steps out. And I was like, what's going on here? I'm thinking honestly, it might be her taking time off to have a kid with Juice. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, because Juice Robinson is still on AEW from what I know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking
man, I hope it's not that, man.
I'm gonna go for pregnancy. I'm thinking that she may be carrying a little juice, so I'm thinking we'll see a little juice box soon.
I hope so. I hope it's that, man, because that would be the good ending. That's the good storyline.
Just keep in mind, Tony, she's had a hard problem gaining boobs. Now you're good. Now look what happened to Brie. Brie was flatter than an ironing board. She got a kid in her. Boosted.
You could go the Brie mode way. You go the Brie way, or you can go the Paige way. You know, there's two different paths to big boobs. You know, pregnancy and implants. You know, you could go. Yeah.
Guess who Paige was sitting next to at a soccer game recently?
Who?
Fucking the LBC himself.
Who's
Xavier
that?
Xavier Woods.
No.
There's so much drama in the LBC.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Because all these dorks are like, he got a BBC. And we're like, we unfortunately watched the porno and we disagree with that.
The evidence points otherwise.
Just saying. So maybe they're dating. Who knows? I don't know.
They could be, man. They very well could be.
Hey, but keep in mind, Jay is married as well. Doesn't stop him from going out with Jada Parker. Saying.
Well, CM Punk is married too, you know?
Yeah, just saying. Well, you know what? A quote caught my attention recently. So Tekla, you know, I think she's a star, by the way. This woman, the more she talks, I'm really starting to like her. But she said, she's like, wrestlers are on the road and they're horny. What do you expect us to do? You got all these hot bodies around here. She's even letting people know, yo, wrestlers like the fuck.
And to put it another way, we got a video on our main channel. You know,
yeah.
Wrestler Speaks on 4chan. We show you. We show you the I think we showed we did. We showed the chats of some wrestler, some veteran of the business who was just speaking the real on what goes on behind the scenes.
I mean, and it's even come out with some people. I mean, look at what Taryn Terrell had to deal with Drew McIntyre. You know, it's like
true, yeah.
This is not anything that stopped back in the Attitude Era ruthless aggression. Like wrestlers like to fuck. Look at the rumors with Matt Riddle and Damian Priest. That's where he got the bisexual taker fucking rumor from. Is because they saw him hanging out with Matt Riddle and they're like, okay, they're definitely fucking. You know.
Who knows? Very well. I mean, the fucking painted fingernails and the pigtails. You know.
Just saying. Just saying. I mean, you know that he's Charlie Sheen a couple times, man. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
All right, so we got Stone Cold in the ring with Michael Cole.
You know what's great back in the day is you always had the notion, like, Michael Cole always had this look on his face like he was about to get smacked.
I love it.
He looks so scared. I miss seeing scared Michael Cole. That's the best Michael Cole.
Oh, it is.
It's like, he's going to hit me. He's going to hit me.
Remember when Stone Cold beat him up at the commentary desk and tore his shirt off and showed off his little gay bird tattoo?
Yes.
That was great. Oh, one of my favorite Stone Cold moments right there.
And wasn't that in the PG era?
I know. I think it was 99 through 2000, something like that.
Yeah,
I would have to go back and watch. But you could kind of see the precursor to it. Because you could kind of see, like, Vince loved seeing Michael Cole get picked on. Like, Stone Cold was big on it too, but the best was The Rock, who would showcase his t-shirts over Michael Cole's face. It was the greatest thing.
It was just their punching bag. I loved it.
Punch him in the face, yeah. You think Vince was back in Gorilla?
Your brony, yeah. Oh, what's that?
Do you think Vince was back in Gorilla going,
He's barking like a dog.
I would have loved to have a camera on Vince back in the Attitude Era when he was all jacked on steroids and super fucking horny in the fucking Gorilla. That would be amazing, dude.
Oh, that would be great. I would have loved that.
Yes. Amazing promo from Stone Cold.
As always.
You could tell he was like fucking with Cole by drawing a giant circle on his chest. I don't know who. Maybe that was for Vince. I don't know who the fuck that was for, but he drew a giant circle on his chest with a magic marker and a bullseye. So he claims he got a bullseye on his chest.
All right, okay. This is a fun way to start, or it's a fun segment. Yeah.
We need more limos in pro wrestling, and not just limos dropping people off, but limos getting destroyed and power bombed on. You know, like bring back limo destruction and car destruction.
Limos getting filled with cement, or Corvettes getting filled with cement. Limos getting exploded.
Monster trucks. We need to bring. That's the one thing I liked from the Eric Bischoff era of Nitro. Well, one of the few things is the monster trucks. We
Mike
need
Tyson announcement coming.
Nice. We need to bring back the fucking monster trucks.
Oh, I know. Those were awesome, dude. Just the destruction and chaos that they would create.
Yeah, like even when they had that one monster truck battle on the top of the roof with like Hulk Hogan's monster truck versus the Giants. You remember that stupid shit? That was great.
It was great, man.
Yes.
We're about to get Mike Tyson making an announcement.
Well, but what they're doing is they're doing a good setup. Is they're continuing the feud from Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, and looking like they're going to lead right into Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. So a good lead-in. I like what Shawn and Undertaker had back in the day. Not too fun of their last match, though. That was kind of sloppy and botchy. But, yeah.
Royal Rumble live this Sunday. Well, it's not this Sunday, but, you know.
I say, you know what? With all these junkyards being destroyed, what we really need to do is save the fucking cars from the junkyards before they get burnt down and have them destroyed on Raw. That's what we need to do.
Fuck it, yeah. If you got like a car that's inoperable, the engine doesn't work, fucking just give it to WWE or AEW, let them wreck it, you know?
Yeah, just don't sell it to Goys for Cars. Don't do that shit. You don't need to do that shit. What you need to do is you need to go ahead and donate it to WWE so it can be destroyed. That's what you need to do.
It's the best use right there, man.
Absolutely.
Right, so
and that's the thing, they could do that in AI. They don't we don't even get AI card destruction. That's so frustrating. It's like WWE saves it for like goofy packages with Grande Americano and fucking the Gingerbread Man. No, instead give us like a fake AI death or some shit. Give us some Montaz eating B-boy type of shit, you know?
Oh, I know, right? Well, and that's the thing, man. It's like that's the thing you could do with AI. It's getting to the point now where it's hard to tell the difference between reality. Like you could have like an AI segment happening, and I think a lot of the audience would not know that it's AI.
No, they wouldn't. Well, because it all depends on how it's done. I think the lighting is where it comes in. When something's too overly lighted and too bright, that really
too glossy, yeah,
and too glossy, you almost need to go for that Dark Knight filter on it, you know, to make it look gritty and realistic. That's really, like, for example, like I remember when you did the most recent WrestleMania video, that Danhausen CM Punk segment, that looked like they were actually fucking hanging out smoking crack in the back lot. I'm just saying. I just like that was like that was the most realistic one I think out of all of them, just because the lighting. It didn't show off the AI flaws.
Well, so that one is very good. I think the one that looked the most realistic was the Rhea Ripley EO segment. When you look at that, it's like, whoa.
That was good too. But for me, it was just the aesthetic, I think, of the Danhausen Punk one. So, you know, just my thing.
No, I hear you, and I agree, man. I could see, because it's the lighting is right, yeah. Because like there's going to be flaws, but if you lower the lighting down a little bit, you can, and that's what I did. I'll cop to it. So yeah. I did adjust the lighting in a lot of those segments.
You have
just
to
make
it.
Yeah. Just to make it look more realistic. Just to make it look better. I did even have to increase the sharpness and blur it here and there. It was a project, but I liked the project. So, you know.
What I do is I do AI sharpen first, and then I do regular sharpen afterwards, just to kind of fine tune it.
Yeah. So like what I did like with that is when I brought it into Caden Live, I just exposure, sharpness. I think the segment where they're on the plane, I did a smart blur on that one. Like when you see Drew McIntyre and what's his name? Jacob Fatu. When you see them brawling on the wing of the plane, that you can see like a little bit of a smart blur effect around it. That's what I did in Caden Live. So yeah, it's like AI can give you the product, but then it's up to you to then take it and spice it up a bit, you know?
Fine tune it, exactly. No,
yeah,
for sure.
Tune it.
Yeah, for sure. So that's like the main reason why we don't shit on AI too much is because we got a lot of benefit out of it. The more creative you are, the more you'll see the benefit of it. That's what it really comes down to, I think.
Well, because it just depends on what you do with it, right? You know, AI is not necessarily inherent. There's AI is not inherent slop. It just depends on what you do with it.
And it's just pretty classy lady was saying Sora shut down. Well, that's the thing too, is the last time I tried to use Sora, it was inoperable. And this is after they talked about the Disney deal. I couldn't do shit. It wouldn't let me do nothing. I couldn't even do a description. I couldn't even do an upload of a picture and then a brief description of it without naming anybody. Nah, Sora fucking sucks. They trashed their own. They had to do it. They were getting a lot of lawsuits. I get it. But this is what you see happening in a lot of these AIs is enjoy them while you got them. I'd say it. A lot of the publicly available ones.
And that's why Chinese AI is probably going to be the way to go.
Yeah. Okay, so they have Kurrigan ripping helmets open and apart.
Damn.
Isn't it crazy, though, like two fucking jobbers like Kurrigan and Nathan Jones went on to become like Hollywood superstars?
I know, right?
Weird.
It's like,
I mean,
yeah,
the look, dude. They got the look. I'll give them that.
And that's the thing, man. You got to look like it's like why Braun Strowman's cooking show was taken off. Like if Braun Strowman was like 5'11", 200 pounds. I don't know if his show would have been as over as it was if he were not like 6'9" and 300 pounds. You know.
I think so, because it all depends. If you're if you have a unique look, that's the one thing about the camera, is that it can make you look taller than what you already are. Because, like, trust me, there's a lot of times when we've gone and seen wrestlers and celebrities, and we're like, these motherfuckers are short. Like, Rey Mysterio looked like a child with tattoos, you know? I'm just saying, it's like, when you see these people up close in person, it's like you understand. Like, for example, I would have never known that Tom Cruise and Prince were so fucking short unless I saw them in comparison to other people, you know?
Oh, I know. Dude, seriously. That's the thing, is like a lot, like the camera, like you look at like a lot of rock stars, you wouldn't know it if you see them in person, or until you see them in person. They're fucking tiny. Like Bon Jovi, that guy's tiny.
Glenn Danzig, he's a little stump.
Fucking AC/DC, Steve Young, tiny.
Yeah. Now they're like little fucking hobbit people. It's crazy, dude. No, it's really is crazy. Like, but hey, that's the thing too. Is like even Bruno Mars. He's not a good example because I was about to bring up creativity, but it's like, it's like even with Bruno Mars, you see this a lot of young, like little dudes. They make up for it, with their personality. So good for him.
Nah, they can make up for it, and that's the thing is like if you are tiny or even just average looking, but you got a personality or there's a gimmick to you. Look at Danhausen. Like Danhausen, real one. But Danhausen is a tiny dude, but you put him in makeup and you give him a goofy gimmick, he can get people talking. He can sell merch. So it's like it's not necessarily you have to like be this tall and weigh this much, but you got to have a gimmick to you. You got to have a reason for people to care.
Absolutely. I wish MJF would bring back the go-go boots, the fucking the 4-inch lifts that he had, man. Those are awesome. When he was walking up on stage with that shit, I was like, "What are you going for? A drag queen gimmick?"
Oh God! So Mark Merrill's going to talk on the mic. It's not working.
It's time for Sable. So we got Sable's big fake tits coming out.
Yeah.
Vince is like, "That's what the people want. They want to see your big fake titties." Yeah,
big fake titties. Yeah. Well, but like we got to ask ourselves, okay, who was the sex symbol in the '90s?
Sable, Sonny.
No. I mean, like outside of wrestling, like mainstream popular wise.
Their inspiration, Pamela Anderson. But no, they got Gold Dust coming out dressed as Sable. Oh my God, Vince.
Ew.
Vince.
Ew.
Vince.
What are you doing?
He knows that Dustin loves being humiliated.
Remember the rumor of like Vince is gonna make Sable Vince is gonna make Gold Dust get fake tits. Remember that rumor?
And he that was actually Dustin. Dustin came up with Dustin was ready to get the fake tits put in. And I think he stepped back at the last minute. I think it was his dad that said, "Dude, I'm going to drop you as my son if you do that shit." But
if you get the fake titties, I'm going to have to drop you. Drop you like a deuce.
Well, that's the thing too, is like if you got your dad's tits, you already got a built-in set of tits. You already got a C cup. You're good, So I'm looking at this here and I'm like, Dustin would do anything for money. Like him and Tommy Dreamer would literally do anything for money back in WWF.
Oh my God. Oh God.
McMahon is just laughing. Look at him. He's dressed as a woman. He's a big, fat, ugly woman. Look at him.
Yeah. Dude, I bet Russo's in the bag's like,
bro, this guy is fucking insane, bro. Whoa.
Yeah. God.
This is what we miss in wrestling. See, Dustin didn't give a fuck. This is why I love Dusty, don't get me wrong. Dusty's fucking a legend. But Dustin, one notch higher, I'm sorry. Dustin's a fucking mega legend. At least in my mind. I think Dustin is one of the most underappreciated performers in professional wrestling, without question.
I agree. I really do agree. Well, and even though we, I'll be real, I think it's gross, but it's outrageous. Like it gets people talking. Like if I hate to say it, if they did something like that on Raw, it unfortunately would go viral and people would be talking about it.
Dustin, well, that's what I was always saying. Is I know a lot of people disagree with me when I say it, but Dustin from 96 to 98 was fucking
awesome.
He was NBA Jam on fire.
Yeah.
People don't understand how on fire. I would have at least given him a 3-month reign. For the world title. I would have given him at least a top run, but he was a top comedy dude. One of my favorites. So I don't know.
Same.
People have.
I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I feel the same way. Well, because with him, there's always something to talk about with Goldust back in the day.
Yeah,
even what he was doing with in the Ruthless Aggression era with Booker T. A lot of outrageous things you could talk about there too.
Dude, Book Dust was amazing. That was a great. It was really, you noticed how uncreative Eric Bischoff was when he went over to WCW and they made him 7. They fucking ruined him on his WCW return. So it's Russo really helped him out and let Dustin. I think the combination of Russo and McMahon really allowed Dustin to be as outrageous and crazy as possible. Because here we are, back to back. He has 2 fucking outrageous gimmicks that if he did them nowadays,
oh my God,
the internet would blow the fuck up. Dustin Rhodes would probably be one of the most talked about wrestlers on the planet if he did this shit nowadays.
You'd probably have Sean calling for him to be canceled.
Why are we tolerating this bullshit in WWE?
Yep. Nah, he had it, dude. He got it. He was a smart guy, and I still think at some point he is. I think he's making some decent talents over in his training school right now. He just needs more money and a better platform, man, because it looks like a fucking office building show. It looks like shit.
Yeah, it does. And I think that with veteran wrestlers, like if they could just like get out of their fucking bullshit bubble and put on an outrageous show. Oh shit, Stone Cold. Oh no, Sable.
Sable
the
with
actual Sable.
With their big boobs popping out. Well, that's the thing too, is like you can see how much
how big those implants were. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. You could see like back in the day, if you knew Pam Anderson and barbed wire, the inspiration was heavy.
Yes. Well, and it just backs up what we've been saying about booking is that you got to book for your target audience. And if Pam Anderson is a sex symbol in society and Sable looks a lot like Pam Anderson, fuck, there you go.
I don't care what the popular percentage wants to say. Everybody wants to see hot chicks. Everybody. So I don't know. Train High was saying, I missed those trailer between a rival match or main event we had back in the day. It always hypes me up so much for the event. We don't have that anymore. Agreed. Like you'll get these trailers on the pay-per-view sandwiched in between commercial breaks that are just really milquetoast, really poorly done. Back in the day, that's what we're saying is with Raw and SmackDown, they were used as vehicles to build up to that big match at the pay-per-view. We don't have that nowadays. It's very just sudden notice, just shoved right in your face, has no meaning to it, and usually for a match you don't give a shit about. There's no real build-up. Everything's short notice, a lot of friendship and betrayal. That's what we see, man. It's very sad. Modern booking, Triple H, dude. Everybody considers him the greatest booker. Well, when you all book like him, y'all get shit shows. Just saying.
I mean, it's true, and that's the problem. That's the problem is don't book like Triple H. Book your own way. Like be creative. Have an identity for God's sakes. Come on.
Seriously. MM Garza said, who should Liv drop the title to? I want Raquel Rodriguez to take it, have her win MITB, and then cashes it in on her. See, that's the thing, too. Is like, I know we talk a lot about not wanting friendship and betrayal, but at least here's the thing about something like this. My whole thing with friendship and betrayal is it should only be done if it's going to certifiably make a new star.
Sure.
And especially if it hasn't been done in overabundance. With something like this, we've already been saying that there's too many egos right now in Judgment Day. You need to have some of them split off, especially with Raquel and Roxy. I think those two Latinas, they should split off and do their own thing. You already got Dom. You already got, JD McDonough. You already got Liv. That's enough of a stable. Have them split off, do their own thing, and feud with them. Mm-hmm. And at least that way you got some sort of stable warfare. I would have Liv bring in another girl from NXT to, be by her side.
Who?
I think, Tatum would be a really fun pick. I think Tatum deserves a shot.
Tatum with Liv?
Tatum's good, dude. Oh. Yeah. I think Tatum could do it, man. I think she deserves the shot.
I mean, it is Judgment Day, and the Judgment Day is a goth faction, so yeah. You know what? I like it.
Cool. I'm not supporting bringing Shiloh Hill in Judgment Day. He's too goofy for it. No. But I think Tatum, she could, because that's what we need. We need more veteran pro wrestlers trying to help out these younger wrestlers instead of squashing them. We need more tag teams where they bring them up instead of just immediately bringing these young talents in like Sol Ruka and throwing them to the wolves. There's no buildup. Sol Ruka should have been brought in with the tag team with Saraya. That would have properly built up both of them and established them as a threat in the tag team division where they need talent. They don't need talent in the mid-card women's division.
No. I mean, and it's like what M. Garza's saying. I think what he's getting at is like it's time to elevate Raquel Rodriguez,
and that's the way to do it.
Time, yeah.
Well, and that makes sense. That's a friendship and betrayal I'm behind because it elevates Raquel. She's been needing that push. We've been behind her 100% since she came up from NXT because she's a believable, strong woman. She's a great promo. She's a good actress.
She's pretty,
and she's pretty too. She's somebody that I think the fans can get behind. Even as a heel, I think the fans can get behind her. She's just that good. I think she could play either, honestly. But yeah, she's
a good promo.
Exactly. She's just a solid talent to us. So yeah, no, I completely agree with you there, MM. Chapter 2 was saying Kimberly Page in WWF could have been good. Agreed.
Yes.
And that's the thing too, was I know a lot of people didn't see what she did, post Nitro Girls. But Kimberly was great in a lot of angles. I love the stuff that she did with DDP. I think she had a lot of potential, and you see that too with a lot of the WCW guys at the very end. There were some that they could have brought over and done shit with, and they just, because of contractual issues, I think because of how much they were getting paid. Vince, that's the one thing that Vince and Triple H share in common. They're both low ballers. They will get dirt cheap talent, and they'd rather build their own talent off a Performance Center or off the indies. Because you notice all these stars coming up right now, and we're watching 1998. All these stars like The Rock, Stone Cold. These are all salvages. Salvages are brand new talent. Rock was a brand new talent. They built up, had the lineage. Stone Cold was a salvage. They got him from WCW. He even went to ECW for a fucking cup of coffee. Built him up over there. I mean,
and as you're mentioning that, I'm thinking about OVW.
Yeah.
Like if OVW, because TNA is tied at the hip with WWE, and if this deal goes through with OVW with TNA, they're going to be tied at the hip with TNA. So effectively, you've got an OVW to WWE pipeline again.
True. I mean, that's the one thing.
It is a good thing. But what I'm thinking is that this also makes OVW attractive to talents that may want to go back to WWE or that may want to get into WWE as they look at OVW to TNA as a pipeline.
I mean, it's a benefit. My whole thing, too, is I think a lot of the people leaving TNA are seeing that it's probably following that Triple H pay structure. Because you see a lot of the talents re-signing because they don't have anywhere else to go. I mean, nobody's going to use Ali the Bunny anywhere else. Nobody's going to use, who is it? Mustafa Ali really anywhere else. And even Eddie Edwards. It's like a lot of these talents they re-sign because that's really all the place that they can go. Even Moose, he knows that's his home,
So we were talking about, Tessa and why she didn't re-sign. Well,
right.
With her, what that was they were going to give her more money. And a lot of people don't know this, but apparently the executives over at AMC loved her. They loved her. They wanted more of her. They wanted her to be booked even better than what Tommy was doing. And I think that's what was going on, is that the executives at AMC were not happy with the direction of TNA, and they want changes. The problem with it is that no, go ahead.
No, I said I hope so, man. Go for it. Yeah. I'm sorry. Keep on going.
No, and so that's where I think the hope is with TNA in some regard, is that the moves that I'm seeing reflect that AMC may not be happy with the product, and they may want higher ratings. They may want a better product, a different product. And so, but bringing in Road Dogg, what are you going to get other than, I don't know. I just don't know.
Now, guys, we got to bring in Dakota Kai. She's known as Charlie on the Indies. We're going to bring her in. We're going to have her in a huge feud with Indy Hartwell guys, and it's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be amazing, and everybody's going to care, and the ratings will go fucking super fucking low, and nobody will fucking care. It'll be amazing. Huh.
Well, the thing is, the ratings get low. You know what I'm just going to say? I don't know. I just don't know.
I blame Hunter Johnson. He's responsible for everything.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do, is they're going to fire Hunter Johnson and then elevate Road Dogg. And then when that doesn't work, they're going to elevate Eric Tompkins. And when that doesn't work, they're going to elevate George Barrios. And when that doesn't work, they're going to put Carlos Silva on the creative team.
Oh, God. Carlos Silva, dude, that's desperation. And just think about how much better they would have been if they just kept Sami Callihan. If you just kept Sammy, you would have been okay. At least it would be something where it's at least an indie that people can get into, because Sammy will bring an edge to it. You're not going to get that shit anywhere else.
That's the one selling point with Sami Callihan, or as I like to call him, Salami Candied Ham. But with him, I feel like with him, that is the one benefit, is that you're going to get a more edgier product with Sami Callihan. It's still going to be match marky, but at least you're going to get a more edgy product. With the people they're bringing in now, you're still going to get goofy and silly. It's just all they know. It's all Road Dogg knows. Like idiots like Eric Bischoff saying, they got to bring in Road Dogg. He knows what he's doing. No, he doesn't. All he knows is goofy. Look at what he did with SmackDown.
Eric is, the thing about Eric, I've realized, is he doesn't care about spitting the truth. All he's about is saying stuff to be liked. That's his whole gimmick now, is he doesn't care about any sort of truth, bringing an original thought or anything. He's just copy what everybody else is saying, but bring it on a bigger platform because you're Eric Bischoff. That's all he does. That's all he fucking does.
And it's a shame, too, because he's not a stupid guy. Like, Eric Bischoff is not stupid. I would never call him stupid. I just think he's He's an ass kisser. I think what you're seeing now is just all him kissing the ass of WWE to get back in their good graces so that maybe they bring him in for something, you know?
He did it to AEW for the longest time, was glazing them hard, and then he realized that Tony wasn't returning the calls, and he started just going off on them like a jealous ex-girlfriend. And now he's hoping, hey, like Glenn Goldberg, if I kiss WWE's ass enough, maybe they'll sign me to a Legends deal. Maybe they'll give me something. No, they won't. It's run by Triple H. He doesn't like you. He doesn't like any of these fucking dirt sheet writers.
Not at all. No, and that's the thing. It's like they don't know what the landscape is. They don't know what it is. And so this is, yeah.
Yes. So I mean, here that's the great thing is like even in the beginning of his career, you could tell that The Rock was going to be something special. Just like I know that, and that's the thing too is like The Rock wasn't always over with the people. When he first started out, they were chanting "Die Rocky Die." They had signs that say "Die Rocky Die." Mark Henry has a shirt that says "Rocky sucks" because they had that chant going. He wasn't beloved, but over time, people like saw, especially once he got into his heel groove, they saw, dude, this guy's amazing.
And that's the thing is that it can take time.
Yeah,
it can take time to get over. It just takes time and consistency. You like what Russo said. It takes time and consistency. You gotta stay on course. You can't get off course. Yeah, and that's it could be a good thing or a bad thing because like it could be a bad thing if you're stuck on somebody who just doesn't have it, like a Dakota Kai or a Johnny Gargano or Tommaso. They've got good wrestling skills, but they don't have it. They don't have the X factor to get over on a big level, like an LA Knight or a Enzo. They don't have that ability. So
think about it too. Road Dogg used to work in a position where he helped out a lot of NXT talents. I can firmly see a lot of people right now that used to work with Road Dogg back in the day, used to work with him back in NXT and work with him in WWE. People like Malachi Black, Johnny Gargano if he gets dropped, Pete Dunne if he gets dropped, going in and getting signed by TNA. We know what his taste is. It's not good. It's work rate shit.
And that's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's why, and that ultimately is why I think they're bringing in Road Dogg, is he's got all those connections to all of those talents. Because is he may be looking to bring them in. And from what I know about, no, go ahead.
No, you're absolutely right about that because that's the thing too is like the more connections, even Bischoff was talking about that, the more connections they have working on a huge televised product like WWE, the more names they got in the Rolodex. And trust me, all promoters are looking at Road Dogg as a plus for that, not first creative, for that.
Which is why they may want to put him on the creative team. It's like, I don't think he'll be the head of creative. No. I think it's going to be Hunter Johnson. However, I think they're bringing him in for that, is they want to have this Rolodex of talent names that he has access to that he could bring in, that, they trust him. So the talents will be more likely to go over and sign a long-term deal because they know Road Dogg. So
true. I mean, even, AJ Francis was talking about how he loves Road Dogg coming in. So, now King Marcus said Road Dogg gets taken to court. The judge says, to the best of your knowledge, did you see exactly what happened? Road Dogg says,
I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's what's crazy, too, is we have Unreal that shows that this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He was fired from WWE for not knowing what the fuck he's doing.
Right.
Why is he a lock in any company? I thought OVW was even desperate for reaching out to him. But now TNA is not? He's a hot commodity because TNA is reaching out? Come on.
You know what's funny about OVW? We're just talking about Sable.
Uh-huh.
They got a chick in OVW right now. I think she's the general manager. She looks like Sable with even bigger fake tits. And she's got like this ridiculous this huge BBL. Like, it's not necessarily my cup of tea, but it's something that would, I think, get a lot of people talking if you put her in TNA. Or even in WWE.
I always thought they were skimping on fucking bringing over Lahidra. I think they should transfer over from AAA. And don't they got La Catalina too? I would bring over Lahidra, La Catalina, and make them a Latina tag team. I thought they should have done it with Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice. They didn't. At least now you can bring up these two chicks from AAA. They're both... Lahidra covers up her face, but she's got that giant butt. Catalina's a pretty girl. I say bring them in. You need more teams in NXT to kind of build up. At least that way they learn English on the side. Fuck it.
And take the fucking lucha mask off them. I'm so tired of that shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, if you need marketable female talent, they have it under contract with AAA and even with TNA if they buy them. I'm just saying, what are you doing with Ariana Grace? Bring her the fuck up, man. She's ready.
She's hot. She's great on the mic. She's got a personality. She's entertaining. She's got that X factor. I don't understand. I just don't know. I just don't know. Why all these hot, talented chicks in the industry, why they're all scattered all over the place rather than being concentrated in WWE where they should be.
I will say something. Here's one thing that I've noticed, man, with TNA. Not to bring it back, but I noticed with TNA. Notice how all those fucking idiots back in the day were doing the hourglass emoji when they heard Scott D'Amore was getting released by Anthem. You remember that?
I remember it.
And remember how few actually left when there was a regime change.
Right.
Now we have TNA on more eyeballs, on a bigger stage than ever with this AMC deal. And you have more wrestlers leaving and hating TNA that were part of the company than under the Scott D'Amore regime. Yet people will glaze Scott D'Amore and say he was fucking amazing and all this shit. It's like, dude, look at what's going on right now with TNA. Look at how many wrestlers don't care about it. And that's what makes me feel like there's not a lot of problems with TNA. When wrestlers that work for the company are leaving on their own accord, it tells you kind of everything,
Well, for me, I look at it differently. I look at it like a lot of the talents that are there, or a good number of them, and even the people in creative, they're Scott D'Amore people. It's that when you're taking this company over and you really want to change it, you need to clean house of the creative team, the talent relations department, and the fucking roster. Get rid of them. Clear it all out. Bring in new people. And I think that's what they're doing now. I think it took Carlos Silva way too fucking long, but they're finally doing it.
I personally feel that optimism isn't something that's warranted with TNA with how much they've shat all over the fan base, especially guys like us. I don't think it's warranted. In fact, I can see them just doing deals with fucking MLP and MLW going forward. I think they're only going to get worse. I don't think they're going to get better. Time will tell. I would say give it 3 more months from after Slammiversary and then go from there. I need to see everybody locked in and working with each other to really get a good gauge of how things are going.
Well, I'll say this, not to sound contradictory, but I'll say this. I'll give Hunter Johnson let's see what he does. I pretty much know what he's going to do, but let's just see what he does on his own. If it's a completely different product and it's great and it's captivating and it's like what 2016 TNA was, where it's adult oriented and it's got like soap opera built like elements into it. Okay, fantastic. If it's that, then great. If it's matchmark bullshit and you have like the matchmark's like, yeah, but like the wrestling was good. I don't understand why the wrestling like no. If that's what you get, then fuck TNA. But if it's the former, if it's 2016 type TNA, okay, all right. I'm willing to give him a second. I'm willing to give him another chance because maybe he's learned his lessons. Maybe he'll do it differently. Who knows?
I'm gonna have to wait, man. I'm gonna have to wait.
I feel the same way.
No, for sure. Bolsonator was saying, I was walking in a grocery store and I saw a fat guy looking at me, obese and all that good stay. So I told him, he reminds me of someone but healthier. He asked who? I say Dr. Eggman. His fucking fat, bald egghead must have got so red at that shit. Like, ooh, how dare you?
It's like you're about to be a boiled egg, man. Just calm down. You're turning red. And that's the funny thing about like fat bald guys is when they get angry, they all turn red. Yeah, you notice that?
They all start glowing like Christmas bulbs. I know. It's crazy.
Yes.
Yep. That's how it is.
It's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, and that probably was the highlight of his day. He's like, wow, my wife thinks I'm an ugly piece of shit, but at least you say I look like a celebrity. There you go. Something.
Eggman.
The Eggman. Bad Sport says, thoughts on GTA 6 having... Yeah, appreciate it, Bolsey. Thoughts on GTA 6 having no disc for physical copy. It ties right in with everything that we've been talking about for the longest time. WEF even said it. In the future, you will own nothing and be happy. This is what they're working on. Especially, like, you got to feel bad, too, if you're buying it on PlayStation and you know that you don't hold the digital license to that shit.
I hate that.
You don't hold the DRM to that. So what you're buying is you're buying a license to play. That's what it is now. It's terrible. It's evil. It's evil. And I would really hope that people find a way to start burning PlayStation 5 discs and burning Xbox discs, just for their own purpose. If they own the copy of it, I don't see any reason why they can't burn it to a disc. make a backup. What's the point? You know, what's the big deal about that? Is what I'm trying to say.
No, for sure, man. And that's the thing with physical media. Is like, you remember those Christmas mornings, man. You remember that morning, dude? We woke up Christmas morning. Mom got us those gifts. We opened them up. You know what they were?
It was amazing, man. It was. I don't know which Christmas you're talking about because we had a lot. I'm
talking Christmas. I think it was 04. I think it's what it was. Remember what she got us?
I don't, man. You're gonna have to refresh my memory.
She got us PS2s. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. Yes, and that's a great thing too. Is like you could get the best system of all time at one time for $150. And it came with a game and another controller. That's a great thing too, bro. My PS2 still works. That's a crazy thing. I gotta wipe off the dust from time to time, but yeah, the old systems are built to last, man. And the games too. That's another great thing. The games are fucking fantastic.
Which is just unwrapping those games on Christmas morning. You get to unwrap it, dude. Like, you don't have that anymore. Like with the going away from physical copies. Like that's the thing. It's like the physical copies. There was like an excitement to it. Is like I'm gonna unwrap it, or I'm gonna like buy it off the shelf, and I'm gonna get to open it up and see the cool artwork that they got inside the little pamphlet they put in the jewel case.
It's the size too, and that be thing that you see the size of it, and you're like, okay, what'd they get me?
Yeah.
Did they get me a gun? Did they get me a T-shirt? What did they get me? You know, you were wondering, man. Did
they get me a T-shirt with a gun on it?
It was a surprise T-shirt, wrap gun. Who knows? But that's the thing too. Is like the element of surprise is gone nowadays. What do you get? You get a gift card with a digital number that you have to type in. Yay!
I mean, hey, you know what? If you're gonna get somebody a gift card, I understand. But man, it's like the holidays. It's a bit of ways, but you got to get them something, You can get them a Christmas card, but you got to get them something to go with it. You know what I mean?
You got to get them something physical, and that's the thing too. Is like I still like getting physical gifts. I don't like. I feel like gift cards are so impersonal. I'd rather get somebody something tangible that they can hold on to.
Yeah, man. It's like with our dad, I'm making him a sign. He wants something. He wants a sign for Father's Day, a custom one. I got a 3D printer. I'm gonna make him one. So boom,
nice. There you go, man.
That's another way to do it too. Like, and that's a cool thing too. Is like Christmas coming. What? It's June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months. Okay, so 6 months from now. All right.
Right.
Get a 3D printer. Get a 3D printer. Print up gifts. Make them. They can look. They can look pro made, factory made, dude. They can. It honestly, it amazes me with the Elegoo. This is what I got. The Elegoo Centauri Carbon. Right. It was like $300. But the quality of the prints is incredible.
Hey, you get what you pay for,
Yeah, well, but you're getting quality too. You're getting quality print. Like it's comparable to like printers that are like $1,000.
Nice. I mean, that's the thing too. Is like especially once an emerging technology becomes more prevalent, you really get the markdowns. Asia is the one that, like China is the one that I hate to say it, they're bringing the good markdowns. People think Chinese knockoffs. You'd be surprised. You can get some good shit from China.
You can, and the cool thing about it is when I got it, they shipped it from within a warehouse. They shipped it from a warehouse in the States. So I think it was like the warehouse is in like Pennsylvania or something like that. But a week later, I got it.
Very nice.
Well, but what pisses me off is that like a few months later after I bought it, they came out with a new version for like a similar price, and you could do like multicolored prints. So I'm like, fuck.
Well, you got your next investment. Just saying.
There you go.
Yeah, no, that's the great thing too is you can go and you can download these programs that have like diagrams already pre-written out, and it just execute it, just builds it right from there.
Tinkercad is fucking awesome. I love Tinkercad. You go in there, you could use it for free. It's online. You could just design these 3D objects and print them out. It's just whatever you can imagine. You just print it out.
Oh yeah, now people have even been printing out illegal things on there. The limits are your imagination with a 3D printer.
They are. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun. But yeah, I say all that to say it's like there's a joy, there's a fun in actually holding the physical media, getting it, grabbing it off the shelf, holding it, looking at it. It's you can't replace it with convenience,
One thing I miss more than anything is when you buy a CD for like $10, $12, and you would get an instruction booklet, like a full-on booklet with art in it, information about the band. And it was like, you just don't get that anymore, man. A nice jewel case to go with it, a CD with a nice design on it. You just don't get that anymore. But what you do get is you get goddamn with the fucking. He's got these two.
I got the
old
Rock and Roll
fucks.
Express coming out to the ring.
Yeah, great. We get to look at Gibson's crooked eye. Cool. Can't wait. Yay. You hear that he had like didn't he have like fucking like 45 kids with like different bitches? I want to say he's got like he's paying alimony until like 3 lifetimes from now. I don't know how it's going down, but yeah, he's
fucked.
He's doing some Floyd Mayweather shit.
Wrap your fucking dick up, dude. I mean, fuck.
Who the fuck would want to see old, fat, mulleted, skinny, fat piece of shit fucking Ricky Morton and the other motherfucker? Oh, nobody wants to see these guys on TV and Gibson. Ricky Gibson or whatever. Nobody wants to see these motherfuckers on TV.
Well,
but
you
Jim
know
Cornette.
who wanted it. Goddamn, still on a creative team. Get in my way. You know.
He was trying to bring in every old fat NWA fuck that he could. Swear.
Like, this is why I don't respect his creative ideas, his booking decisions. Like, because this is what you get. You get FTR. You know, that's what you get.
We got to talk about this. So I'm not sure if you saw his You Shoot video that he did, where he rebooked the invasion angle. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh, it was awful.
My favorite, Undertaker and Dusty Rhodes. Ricky Morton beating Stone Cold. What a fucking idiot. Oh my god.
And then the WrestleMania that he booked.
Oh,
like,
God.
It was like the WrestleMania that he booked was like for, I think it was like WrestleMania 17 is what he booked.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so fucking marky. Oh my god. No, it was WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania 19 or 18? No,
something like that.
One of those. Yeah.
It was a good WrestleMania that he completely just whipped his little dick out and pissed all over. That's what we got.
Like what he booked would have been like worse.
He wanted Dr. Death Steve Williams to win the Tough Enough tournament, even though it wasn't kayfabe. He was like, "Goddamn, Dr. Death, he needs to win this. He's the toughest man."
No. Brock Lesnar, like, if you want to have like Dr. Death Steve Williams versus like Brock Lesnar and have Brock Lesnar like annihilate him, okay, you know.
Well, that's the thing is Dr. Death, yeah, he was a legitimately tough guy, but when you put a guy who's young and a good boxer, like a good, he did Golden Gloves in Bart Gunn, no wonder he won. Any sort of striker is going to fucking beat a standard wrestler unless they have like really collegiate style, like Kurt Angle style wrestling. Most boxers are going to go in and just beat the shit out of everybody.
Well, yeah, it's like for me, it's like one of the matches that I would have booked in that scenario is, okay, retirement match, Terry Funk and Mick Foley. But Mick Foley's doing it. It's a hardcore retirement match. Mick Foley is going to be Cactus Jack because like Mick Foley can't bring himself to do it, but Cactus Jack is the only one who can. Okay.
For whatever reason, Vince McMahon was never really sold on Terry Funk. And you can tell that. Terry Funk is amazing. He's a legend. But no, Vince was never sold on him, and he wanted to make him like a goofy character with pantyhose over his head and rip off Leatherface. So, it is what it is.
I gotta retire you for your own good.
You know what though? I mean, I can't blame him. It's at the very least they were a great tag team. I didn't think they would be that great of a tag team. They were awesome, dude.
They were
great. Yeah. So I always remember the dumpster spot where New Age Outlaws dumped them over the side of the stage. That was crazy. We need more shit like that. People getting thrown in dumpsters and thrown off stages. No,
we do. Like I would keep Hulk versus Rock. I would have kept that match. Like that was just a masterpiece. What they did. It was you can't. I don't think you can really do better than that. But like for the main event, it's got to be Stone Cold versus either Goldberg or Sting, and I'm leaning more towards Sting.
Sting is a possibility.
Maybe Undertaker and Sting, I think, would have been the way to go. Yeah.
I just don't know if they would have had chemistry. I think it would have been a good match. I would have loved to do Sting and Undertaker. I just don't know if they would have had the tag team chemistry. But a lot of people say that was a missed boat right there, was doing that match. And I think while Sting was in WWE, they should have tried to do that at least once, but they never did. Oh well.
Do something. Yeah, man, totally.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a shame seeing shit that didn't work, like this Mid-South territory indie bullshit.
Oh God,
being infused into a pop culture icon like WWE, like Raw 98. You could see why he got fired. He just did not fit in with the creative crew at all.
And you could blame everybody. You could blame Russo for for convincing the bosses to go another way. Well, so what are you saying there, Jeremy? You saying that Russo's a better worker than you?
Always will be.
Yeah,
always will be. And that's the thing. Cornette is a very funny guy. He's got a ton of knowledge. He's a great talker. I love the platform that he has with his podcast. I love everything he does with that. My whole thing is that he has no new ideas or no original ideas or no good ideas to bring to wrestling, and he never has. And that's why he is not working for any major promotion. And then you put on that, and then you put on the ego of him having worked with WWF and all these big leagues as a manager, and then you add in the fact that he's got a short temper. It's not a good recipe.
No, it never was. I mean, he's a great trainer. You're going to learn a lot from him, but the problem with it is that he just can't work in a professional environment. Every time he does, it always blows up,
I don't think he can even work in an unperfessional environment. I mean, I'm sorry, look at NWA. He got fired for a racist joke there. I'm just saying, like, he literally, he's unhireable. That's how it is. Like, because, don't get me wrong, I think we could get a lot of use out of him, but even with us, if we had our own company, we hired Jim Cornette, we would put him on commentary, but even then, I think he would say some stupid shit and go out for business and be like, these boys in the back, they don't want to see real wrestling, they just want to see this goofy fucking bullshit, I fucking quit. We would have something like that, They
want fucking bitches coming out there showing their tits to the crowd rather than a good match. Well, yeah, I mean, it's Jim, good draws,
Jim, aren't you a swinger? Like, I know you love jacking off in the corner with the tennis racket up your ass. You telling me you don't like seeing hot women? You do it for the dudes? You want to see sweaty butts? Is that sweaty dude butts? Is that what you're all about?
Well, maybe this is a guy. This is a guy who was like going off on going crazy for Rhea Ripley. She's so hot. Oh my god. It's like ew,
Well, it just goes to show you, people in the wrestling business, they have a bodybuilder fetish. I mean, dude, never forget JBL and the computer tab with the Russian bodybuilder porn. Just saying.
Oh, God. Ugh.
This
Like, she had like no boobs, no butt. It was all like these like roided up muscles. Ugh.
Dustin.
Oh God.
Dustin is Dude Love. This is fucking great. He's got the fake button. Dustin's fucking great. Dude, Dustin is right now the highlight of Monday Night Raw.
God, oh man.
He's beating up Mankind. This is great. Dressed as him.
I love this.
He's got the fake lumpy, dumpy pillow in his ass.
Mankind's got the mandible claw.
Sick.
He's fighting out of it.
Stone Cold coming in. Damn, son, stuttering this motherfucker. Cool.
Open up a can of whoop ass on this son of a bitch, and that's the bottom line.
He didn't even give him 30 seconds.
Nah.
And now he's on the headset just fucking raging.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, this is... Well, when you got talents like that, it's,
But this is what happened, is Vince knew how to build stars, had to take people that were disenfranchised from other companies, got fired from WCW, was a freelancer in ECW, take a natural like Rocky Maivia, grain to the system, and build these guys into huge fucking stars.
And here's the thing that drives me crazy, and you hear it from so many wrestling fans.
Well, okay, but you gotta bring in stars.
What stars? What stars you gotta bring in? What you're seeing right now with the Attitude Era, or what we're watching, is none of these people were fucking massive megastars that they brought into the company. No, they built them up. You build them organically. You grow these stars organically. Yeah. And that's what Vincent, and that's what you do. And when they get over organically, you go with them. You don't do what Triple H does with LA Knight and you just say, nah, fuck it. He doesn't have the work rate. He's so sloppy and uncoordinated. Damn, he fucked up that one spot at Money in the Bank, and so yeah, we're just gonna job him out,
Dude, he doesn't get hurt. That's what I love about LA Knight. He's a great talker. Literally, even if he was hurt, you can have him talk in segments. He is always entertaining. He always looks like money. Mm-hmm. He's dependable. He's durable. Like, he really is what you look for on paper for a guy to carry your company. And the fact that he hasn't even been SmackDown World Champion is a fucking travesty to me.
It is. No, it is. It's ridiculous that you have a guy like that. Now, granted, I understand people saying that he's... Oh, we got Vince talking.
Talking about Mike Tyson being at the Royal Rumble.
Cool.
This tells you, even in the beginning of 98, they were getting shit on fire. They were, like, lighting it up and getting you ready for the summer of 98, which to me was WWE's peak.
Yeah, it was. No, it really was. And this is the hypocrisy right here, is that so many fans saying, like, why did WrestleMania need to bring in celebrities? Because it can work. It could be fucking amazing. And they have throughout all the time. This is not a new TKO thing. WWE's been doing this since WrestleMania 1.
Well, and that's the thing, too, is these fans, because they listen to Triple H revisionist history, they don't know about the rock and wrestling connection that we had in the 80s. They don't know about how heavily influenced metal was in everything. It was infused in everything in wrestling in the 90s. And the 2000s, that's where we started going over to fucking pop punk, mostly that type of shit, and then whatever.
Like Papa Roach.
Yeah, a lot of pop rock, pop metal, pop punk, that type of shit. It really had its core identity, though, in the 80s and the 90s. 2000s is where it started to drift away.
Yeah, it did.
Just saying. I like ruthless aggression, but you could see it drift away, man.
Yeah, it's like you add in all this star power, and logically you would think, okay, well, the ratings are going to go even higher. Well, no, it's the creative product. It's that you can bring in, look at WWE now. You could bring in all the stars from the past you want. If the product is not must-see, if the creative is boring, whatever bump you get is going to be temporary, and it's going to go right back down to where it was normally. So
absolutely. And it's frustrating too when you try to tell these new fans the cultural impact that Hulk Hogan used to have. Like, nah, he's a fucking nobody. You would not be a wrestling fan. I'm going to be real. Even to these marks, you would not be a wrestling fan if it weren't for Hulk Hogan, because Hulk Hogan brought it to your consciousness. You may claim that you found out about wrestling through New Japan, that you found out about it through Ring of Honor. You wouldn't have found out about Ring of Honor or New Japan if Hulk Hogan didn't exist, because those companies wouldn't have the prominence that they did. They would be even more jobberish, unknown indies, if even around. Hulk Hogan gave them the platform to exist.
Hulk Hogan did. I mean, and I'll even say Hulk Hogan is pro wrestling.
And not only that, but he actually competed in New Japan, and they won't even give him credit for that. The guy has done everything everywhere. He is Mr. Wrestling. There's nobody more wrestling than him.
No, it's like when you ask the average person, like, what is wrestling? You know, that's who normally comes to mind is Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock.
Yeah, he like literally they would not, because people say, oh, New Japan has existed since 1972. You wouldn't fucking know who they were if it weren't for Hulk Hogan. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like there's too many people on social media that want to. They want to fit in. They really want to fit in. They want to belong to some group, and so they think that when they say this stupid shit, they're doing what they think is the right thing. No, what you're saying is ignorant. Pro wrestling would not be the phenomenon that it is today without Hulk Hogan. Point blank, simple, period.
I agree, man. I was just thinking, I've seen Paul Walter Hauser saying a lot of stupid shit recently. Mm-hmm. I think AEW is sitting on a gold mine of a gimmick. Paul Walter Hauser's a great actor. Bring him in as a fat nerd smark. Just have him be himself, but like amp the fuck up. And bring him in as like a fat nerd smark stable. Have him be the leader, and then maybe in due time bring in like Kevin Owens, Cassius Ohno.
You know why that's smart? You know why that's really, really smart? Not only is that who he is, but we're talking about a guy that is used to acting. This guy knows how to act. He knows how to cut a promo. He knows how to perform in front of a camera.
He's gold. I honestly think Paul, because he's such a geek, but he's a golden geek. That man is a golden geek that is just waiting for the right promotion to use him, because he's getting a lot of bullshit right now because people are giving him shit because he's debuting on MLW's Fusion episode, and they're like, why the fuck is this guy wrestling on MLW Fusion? And I'm thinking to myself, Paul Walter Hauser was a part of Ring of Honor. You could have brought him in a huge AEW angle, and people would have been talking about Paul Walter Hauser teams up with like the Costco guys against fucking the Young Bucks or some shit, you know?
No, for sure, man, and that's the thing. It's like, but they have an actual professional actor on their on their roster that they could be booking, and they just do nothing with them.
MLW is such a disappointment. That they are to me
Ring of Honor, yeah.
Because I know you talk about TNA being a huge disappointment. To me, MLW is a bigger disappointment because they have so many talents under contract lockdown. Hammerstone went back there. They got Alex Kane, who we're showing you on the news, disenfranchised. They have so many talents that you don't know about. Calvin Tankman being another one. They have a lot of really good talents. Cross, Scarlett, Priscilla Kelly, Isla Dawn. The list goes on. Like they even had Real One at one time. Huh. They have so many good talents. Richard Holiday, so many damn good talents, and you aren't able to see it because nobody gives a shit about MLW. Even with the YouTube show, you still don't fucking care. You don't want to watch it. I know I don't.
Well, same thing. It's like they have people on there that I want to see, but they're not doing anything with them. Like this is what pisses me off, man, is that you have such great talent in the industry. If they were all concentrated in if they were all concentrated within WWE or WWE could be a lot more must see. It could be a lot better than what it is now. Like get rid of Sami Zayn, get rid of Kevin Owens, get rid of Johnny Gargano, and get rid of Lyra Valkyrie. There's so many people you can get rid of. Get them out of there. Cleanse the roster and build from scratch.
I think it's inevitable, honestly. After seeing all the Mark Fires, especially Malachi Black, who was beloved by Triple H, get canned, I'm thinking, yeah, Johnny, it's only a matter of time. Pete Dunne, when he was saying that on the indie show, a matter of time. Tyler Baby, a matter of time. Anybody, even Isla Dragunov. I used to say that, yeah, he was beloved by Triple H. Even Triple H don't give a fuck about him. I think you can see who he's going to let go. It's already evident to me. He's going to keep his work rate favorites like Gunther and Carmelo Hayes around for a little bit. But yeah, Isla Dragunov, he's going to can him eventually. Pete Dunne, he's going to can him eventually. Tyler Baby, yeah, of course. I think all these NXT favorites, these black and gold dudes, it's only a matter of time. Priest, you're going to be out the door soon, man. Just saying. Finn Balor, I think, is going to be out the door eventually. Shinsuke Nakamura, I'm surprised he's still there, dude.
I know. Finn Balor, I'm surprised he's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Blockhead Balor, I'm surprised he's still there. Well, and that's the thing, man, is that, like, I think a lot of what it is that it's, with TKO, they are putting constraints on Triple H, but unlike the dumb smarks who think, "Yo, but that's the problem." No, that's the good thing. That's a good thing. This dumb motherfucker needs to have constraints on him, because if you let Triple H book what he really wants to book, like less than 200,000 people will be watching Raw globally.
He even said it himself. He's like, "Hey, if I book like I really wanted to book, we would have half the fans in the arena. We're already there, bud." We're already there. King Marcus said The Rock made pro wrestling cool. Stone Cold saved pro wrestling. Vince McMahon made pro wrestling mainstream. Hulk Hogan is pro wrestling.
Yes.
100% on every single thing you said, man. That right there is like, if you could have a 4 faces of wrestling, it would be basically The Rock, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, and Vince McMahon. Mm-hmm. Those 4 people right there are the true Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling, because without them, we wouldn't have wrestling become as popular as it did and get all these fans to care about pro wrestling. Otherwise, they would have gotten into some other geek culture shit. That's the thing about wrestling, is that it grew to the point that it got as popular almost as Monday Night Football and then dropped right back down to geek culture where it once was. It's gone back to its roots.
And that's what's frustrating to me, is that it did it before. I know it can do it again. And I know there's some incredible...
Man. Look at Sonny. Oh, with Jerry's fucking got a full-on hard-on right now. Sonny's she's in a cheerleader outfit sitting on his lap, and he's rubbing the side of her hip right now and winking at her. Bro, he must be so fucking hard. Anyways, I'm sorry to interrupt. That just caught my attention. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, man. Well, that was back in the day when Sonny was hot, you know.
She was hot.
Now she looks like fucking, Mr. Penguin, but thank God that's behind bars, but
seriously. Oh, they're showing the Bam Bam LT build up to WrestleMania 9. This was a great match, and I love the build up too between these two. Like, this is a football player who I think really, look at the emotion he's putting in. I love that shit. Made it look like a real fight,
It does, yeah.
Bam Bam was another underappreciated big man.
Lawrence Taylor just wants to rip his freaking head off.
Look at the glasses fly off his fucking head.
I know.
He looks enraged, dude. I love that shit. And I love his part in The Waterboy. And that, kids, is why you don't smoke crack. That's great.
My mama said.
All right.
Was Cody Rhodes inspired by the Water Boy?
I think he was. I think he
I've
was
got a
inspired.
wooden spoon.
He was inspired by the gay porn version. Ugh.
The Fluffer Boy. Ooh.
I was thinking the water dog.
The water dog.
But Cody Rhodes has a wooden spoon. Guess where it is, big boy?
In Farrah's butthole. Feels like AAA is Taker's test run before booking the E. That's what it feels like a lot to me too. And here's the thing: is that the fans are already really liking this guy. What really bugs me again now, this is like the third or fourth company he's had to deal with it. Jeremy Barash is doing all the heavy lifting. This man right now is the modern day Ed Ferrara.
Yes.
Does all the heavy lifting and gets no fucking recognition. He is one of the most creative minds in pro wrestling. He deserves a head booker spot. I would make him the head filter of WWE immediately. He is so fucking good.
Check the private chat.
Okay, I'm going to check it right now. Let's see.
Hold on.
But that's what I'm saying. When you have a great talent like that, don't get me wrong, Undertaker is I think, really thriving with Jeremy Barash beside him. But these two guys, I'm thinking that they really do something great. And no, I agree with you there, man. I'm looking at it right now. Yes. Because here's the thing.
Cool.
The fans have been asking for two names for a while. One they're more familiar with, Jim Johnston. Definitely going to get you a top 10 awesome on Jim Johnston. We just got done hearing his masterpiece in Degeneration X, you know. So, yeah, we'll definitely get you a Jim Johnston, but we're also going to get you a top 10 awesome on Jeremy Barash because he's, like I said, fantastic. One of the best.
I'm just like what he was doing in TNA alone for me is what hooked me into TNA. It was awesome. It was like if I were to describe it, it was like a dark, edgy soap opera.
Can we just
say comedy elements?
Can we just say he created cinematic wrestling because he did it before Lucha Underground?
Let's be real. I'm gonna. There may be some pushback to this, but
sure.
Jeremy Barash created the Decay.
He created the Decay. Let's be honest. He created Broken Matt Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
He created the Lake and Reincarnation. Don't get me wrong. I think Matt's a very creative guy, but he thrived. He really thrived working alongside with Jeremy Barash. And that's what I'm saying right now. If they were somehow able to use Jeremy Barash in a dual spot in TNA and AAA, he probably has his reservations against TNA after he left. I get it. But if they were able to use him to benefit TNA, it might have a resurgence, just saying. It would need somebody like him.
I mean, from like, and that's the thing too. Like, and I agree. But the question you always hear is like, okay, well, but who would you pick? The more that I think about it, if it's not Brian Gewirtz, it's Jeremy Barash to run any wrestling company's creative.
I already got my Avengers set aside of who I would run the top of WWE with no Triple H and no Bruce Pritchard. It would be Shawn Michaels. It would be Brian Gewirtz. It would be Jeremy Barash, and it would be Undertaker. Because with a situation like that, what you have is Shawn Michaels, I firmly believe, is a good talent coach. He's just being very subsided by Triple H. Because you notice ever since, NXT went to CW, Triple H started putting his name on the credits at the very end, and you started to see NXT change. It wasn't about developing new stars anymore. It was about watering it down and making it shitty and making it goofy. It really changed. Don't get me wrong. Sean's always liked the goofy sketches. It stepped up with Triple H, and the match marking is stepped up with Triple H. It was bad. It was really bad. So there was that going on. And I think really Sean is being subsided. If you put him alongside with Brian Gewirtz, put him alongside there with Jeremy Barash, with Undertaker, you're going to get the best Shawn Michaels you possibly could get. I want to see him thrive. I don't want to hate him. Just because he blocked me on Twitter, I don't give a shit. Just give me good wrestling, bro.
And that's all we want at the end of the day, man. Just entertain us.
Right.
Here we are now, entertain us, man? Straight
up, and they are. I will say this is Shawn Michaels entertaining us right now with the angle with Undertaker. Undertaker's grasped him by the throat with the goozle. He's about to chokeslam. Oh, no, he's going for China. Chokeslam her. But no, Triple H, he got the crutch ready. Bam. Smacks against the back. Undertaker no-sells that shit. Because he can, because he's the Undertaker. Now everybody does that shit. Bullsinator says, you can now make any game using AI by putting in a prompt. Guess what game I'm making starring? CM Punk. Yeah. I'm going to guess CM Punk in the search for his penis. if I had to guess. But I would definitely play that. I would definitely play that. So yeah, go ahead, put that out, Bullsy. Let us know when you do, and we will review it. We'll live play it and review it for you.
Yes. Oh God. That'd be great.
Yes.
CM Punk, the quest for my dick. Yeah.
And that's the thing is you can have him hop on the airplane and he flies to Miami to search in the NXT locker room for his dick. And then he goes to the PC to go search for his dick.
Hey, have you seen my dick? Hey, Lola Vice, have you seen my dick?
You smell like cum and meth. Go away.
Hey, Sean, you cross-eyed halfwit, have you seen my dick?
It was up my ass a week ago. I'm not sure when.
Where the fuck is it?
The search for Punk's dick. And that's the thing, you could make it like a multi-part series. It could be like fucking 12 parts. Punk goes to Mars to find his dick. Who knows?
Dude, oh God. He goes to Elon Musk and is like, look, you and I have problems, but you and I both... I know, oh God, what it would be like, you and I both have, I hate you. I think you're a fucking Nazi. I hate what you did when Trump got elected. But you have rocket ships, and I need to find my dick. Yeah.
I will one up you. How about I give you a cybercock?
No, I need my original. Actually, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, Punk's gonna have a cyber dick.
Yes, mine goes from 3 inches to 14.
I want mine to be 40. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 foot long cock. Yeah, let's see if I show me your 40-inch cock. Just show it. Whip it out.
That was a rumor Vince had with Kane and Cena Weevil. He's like, give him a 3-foot dick. We need it to be very, very intimidating. And there's nothing more intimidating than a 3-foot dick.
I will say that honestly is some like fucking 1995 Japanese horror shit. Like a killer with a cock so long that he can strangle people with it. That's something that some fucking like perverted, sex-deprived Japanese dude would come up with. He's like, I want to make a gay castanga is a winner. Just saying.
Oh, that's so Kane and the Undertaker, they're doing their poses. Fire shoots up from the posts.
It's amazing.
Amazing. This is cool, man.
Yes.
Seemingly had a smile. Whatever happened to commentators that care, that put emotion in?
None. They don't have them now. It's not even a gimmick. I think you're giving a gimmick to something that it's not even that far thought ahead. That's the thing, just Prime, is you're actually giving this woman a gimmick. Triple H is like, nah, just put black lipstick on her lip and have her go out there looking like an ugly chick, and yeah, fans will love her. I know I do.
I mean, unknown is the creative, it's unknown. We don't know. I just don't know.
Well, that's the crazy thing, too, was like we used to have Parts Unknown as a place that people came from. Now They're literally named The Unknown. What the hell?
It's almost becoming like a fucking parody of itself now, but just how little effort they're putting in.
It really is. That's what's frustrating to me, too, is like they know that they can mail it in. And fans are still going to eat it up. That's the great thing is they know they've cultivated such a fan base of dumbasses that they don't have to try hard anymore. And I think that's where Triple H is at. Until the ticket prices dramatically drop here in the States, I think what he's doing is he's using Europe as an excuse. Oh, cheer up, there's a lot of shit going on, wars and stuff. Yeah, can't afford tickets, blah, blah. He's making up excuses. When it comes to the States, that's where the money is. We'll see what happens on the lead up to SummerSlam.
Oh, no, for sure. So is this a Rumble mat? What is this? So we got the Nation of Domination walking out to the ring.
The ring is filled right now. It looks like it's a Rumble. I don't know, a contract
is it a lumberjack match?
Well, they got a table in the middle of the ring, so I don't know if this is a contract signing. We'll find out.
Oh, no, Ken Shamrock is walking down.
Lumberjack match, I'm thinking?
Could be.
All right, Ken Shamrock is coming down.
He's attacking Mark Henry. They're going at it. Everyone's brawling.
Nice.
The refs are trying to break it up.
Just the thing about it is you got to have brawls, but you got to moderate them. You can't have brawls all the fucking time. Like that's what Triple H does: brawls and friendship and betrayal, because that's all I can think of.
No, for sure. Oh God, the honky tonk man's coming out. Oh no, honky tonk man's trying to maintain order.
Imagine. Nobody wants to see Honky Tonk Man. Sorry.
Honky Tonk Man will whoop their fucking ass.
Exactly. Bullsinator says Pug takes damage for every step he takes. He heals by finding Elmer's glue and duct tape. He gets his energy from Pepsi. You should have it like if he gets a whiff of 20-year-old pussy, he immediately like gains an aura around himself, like a fire aura, and just goes in invincible mode for 10 seconds.
It's like Doom Guy with Berserk mode.
Yes.
He goes perv mode.
Perv mode. Yes. All right. We got Cactus Jack coming down the ring. I still don't know if this is they got a lottery wheel in the middle of the ring, so I don't. It's like some random lottery bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's what it is. It's
Stone Cold's coming out. All right. It's a good way to build it up.
So Stone Cold, dude, this is awesome because so Stone Cold comes out, takes the raffle thing, hits Midian, I think, in the back of the head with it, then rolls out of the ring.
Well, that's they get into it. So yeah, already he's going into it. Stunnering Midian, knocking his ass out, goes to the outside, double birds to everybody. Just getting look how fucking hyped the crowd is. I love this shit.
Oh my god.
I love it, man. All right. Double birds. Stone Cold. He's had enough of it.
Oh, he's getting beaten down by the Nation of Domination now.
Sick. What surprised me, a lot of the people that work in NXT are weebs, so yeah, I can buy it. Just saying.
Oh yeah, Nikita Lyons is now the Evolve Women's Champion.
Cool. I mean, I don't know if you saw the uproar that Aaron Rourke got defending the Evolve Championship on NXT during Pride Month.
Oh god. Oh no.
Well, they like fans are like the homophobia and so disgusting.
No, Aaron Rourke is disgusting.
Well, that's my whole thing. Is Aaron Rourke is not a good wrestler. He's tapped into what Effie has done. He's Timu Effie. He's like, you know what? I'm not a good wrestler, so I'll just be as queen as shit. That's what it is.
That's what he is, and it's lame. It's half-assed,
uncreative, and he looks like shit too. He doesn't work out. He's just a lumpy, dumpy fuck. Yeah.
You want to talk about things that aren't going to work out and that are fucking lumpy, dumpy, fucking bullshit? Let's talk about Vanta the Unknown. So apparently, on Evolve tonight, her identity was revealed. Here's her quote. Ready?
Oh God.
I am what you fear most. I am your inside. I am your depression. I am death itself. I am the voice that keeps you awake at night. The nightmare you can't wake up from. Evolve will fear the unknown. It's too late to prepare. I'm already here. You can't plan for the unknown. You can't escape the unknown. When your breath escapes you, that's when the unknown strikes. Fear is always here. Fear the unknown.
Wow, and I thought Montez eating fucking B-boy back in the day was terrible. No, that sounds really bad. That sounds wow. And it's a good thing it's on Evolve because nobody will be able to watch it. So it's a good thing.
Or make fun of it.
Yeah, well, that's what people don't understand. And it's very hard for us to like even get into shows like this because they make it so serious that there's nothing really to goof on. At least with JCW, you have shit you can goof on. With a lot of these indies nowadays, the product is so serious it's not even worth watching. Most of the time, we're just like, it's a long match, cool, nothing to goof on. That's why we start going to the crowd, you know.
Well, and that's what like getting rid of Tommy Dreamer is going to kind of